Sports Encyclopedia. USC Kim. Got Trent in the cut. Yeah. Where you at, man? In the gym shooting, I'm Durant. You ain't shooting John Moran. No looking stupid, we ain't losing. Grind like something to prove it. Came to the conclusion that it's proven. Yeah, I'm proven with a reliable source. Straight from the mouth of the horse. Smitty and JB and Smitty from West Coast to your side. Worldwide, we in your city. Keep it 150. We never change what's happening. Hurdle and get it cracking. No capping, we never lack it. Better stay in your lane.
There's only three Lakers that I would not look the other way if I saw them motherfuckers coming. That's Kareem, that's Worthy, and that's Coop. The rest of them damn Lakers, fuck them.
That's bullshit that Robert Parrish said.
Coop, you know I got your back like a backpack, boy. Fuck Robert Parrish. You know he ain't shit. It's all good. You know, fuck the Celtics, all of them.
We see you like shit. You fucking slap dicks. Issues get pressed so past it, don't get sacked like bags and baggage. Smitty and Jason Brown killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing. We switched it and filled the gap. Smitty and Jason Brown, we killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing. We switched it.
To put the fear of God in these motherfuckers!
We are in the building. It's Truthtelling Thursday. So you know I'm telling that truth. All week long we tell the truth, but it's the realest show on planet Earth, of course. But Truthtelling Thursday is very specific. So I want to make sure we talk about that. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member if you're not one on the realest show on planet Earth. Off to a great first week back. Football season really isn't even here, but it is tonight. And I'm going live on Patreon. One of my broads, she might just fucking be in one of these titties out, boats and hoes. Should be serving me fucking drinks like the king I am. You feminists don't like that shit. You don't like no big titty bitch liking a motherfucking alpha male. You don't want that shit. You want the motherfucker defending all the fucking female football coaches. That's what you guys want. But we're going to dive into that. So join me tonight on Patreon for the Cincy Nebraska game, whatever other fucking games are on that pop up. We'll be watching that shit. Members only on Patreon. There won't be no free members in that one. We figured that out. Members only Patreon after hours. Go check it out. Become a member right now. Now, having said that, moving on amicably. First of all, I want to wish T's and P's to all the babies and the victims in the Minnesota shooting yesterday. What a fucking travesty. Another shame. And then you got the left that'll come out and say, ban weapons. How about ban fucking transgender weirdo fucks? I never knew a gun to shoot anybody. I knew the person to use a gun to shoot somebody. But none of you fucks can understand the difference between picking up a pistol and using it versus a pistol walking down the street randomly shooting little kids. It ain't a fucking, you don't have to be a genius to understand that guns don't kill people. People kill people. So stop the bullshit, people. A transgender weirdo fuck shot a bunch of innocent fucking people yesterday. That's what the fuck went down. Y'all may not see it, but I sure do. So stop with the dumb shit. All you fucks that defend these made-up humans on a daily basis are the fucking problem. Period. Point blank. This is one more reason why women don't belong in football. Period. Point blank. Y'all don't see it. Macro like I do, but it's all right. Sabrina Parr came on this show yesterday on the attack. She didn't want to have any real conversations. She came in hot and heated, and I get it. It's cool. She took the kitchen comment and ran with it. I tried to be cordial and explain why I said that because I did not know who she was, but she didn't accept it, and she moved on, and that's fine. Became great content for Smitty and I, but at the end of the day, we're humans. We're real people, have emotions, sensitivities, all that old shit. But if you look back at the show, like I went back and did because of all the viral videos that went out, she spoke for 6 minutes uninterrupted. I did not interrupt her at all. Go look at the video. Yet she said every time I spoke that I interrupted her and I wanted to control her narrative. See, this is telling because this is a female in a nutshell. A woman that is a single woman with 2 divorces. The irony is unbelievable. Sabrina, you said you researched me. Kudos to you. I did not research you enough. And that's on me. Because your claim to fame was Lamar Odom, who was a fucking crackhead. Yet you claim mental health was your strong suit. But I'm the failure. Women, I love you all. But you don't belong in football. And not one of you who think you do belong have yet to answer this one simple fucking question. Why? Why do you want to be in our space? Real women don't want shit to do with coaching. They don't want shit to do with playing. And they don't want shit to do with anything else that comes to football. They want to watch football with their friends, make chips, make mimosas, or watch it with their man. They don't want to fucking play it. They don't want to coach it. So why? Sabrina and all your following, why? In other sporting news, Ohtani pitches 5 strong. Dodgers win again. 2 female tennis players get into a heated argument as it turns to race. Townsend and Okapako, or whatever her name, Ostapenko, are both asked if comments made were racist. Dawn Staley, head female coach for South Carolina, said she would have taken the Knicks job if offered after the meeting with them. We have some football tonight. Boise, South Florida, Nebraska, Cincy, and I'll be live on Patreon watching them with whoever shows up. So member up now. Steve Kim joins us along with a USC broadcaster, Jordan Moore, talk about USC football before they kick off against Missouri State this weekend. So all that and more. It's Truthtelling Thursday. But what do I know? What I do know is my Far East Sider, Naptown legend, 317, LeBron hairline having an AR-5 defending. Caitlin Clark jocking. No longer Fox Sports' very own Big Smitty joins the show.
Hey, homie, stop bringing up Fox Sports. Stop bringing up Fox Sports. Everybody know what happened. It was public news. It's everywhere. Everybody know I got laid off. Everybody know I'm getting my last check this week, and that's it. It's okay. We ain't got to bring up Fox Sports. Stop bringing up my old news. I'll bring up Last Chance Shoe and in Indy every time you come on the show. I'll bring that up. I'll bring up your old school. Don't bring up my last job that fired me.
We got a viral video going on right now. You said, have you seen Last Chance Shoe? And I wish Paris would have said nah, but Paris. But you bring up Last Chance Shoe all the time. Wait up. Can we rewind real quick? You get your last check this week?
Tomorrow.
Can I see it? Can I see it?
No.
I want to see it based on like the deals we make going forward. You know what I mean?
Nah, you don't base it off that.
Like I just need to see it.
You can base it off my other thing I get. You base it off that one.
What other one?
You know.
It's Truthtelling Thursday, Smitty. So any truths you want to say? Just anything that happened in life, it's truth. You want to tell the truth real quick?
Yeah, man. A lot of people just hitting me up, asking me, am I okay? Asking me. Some people, why didn't you say nothing? Why didn't you defend Sabrina yesterday? Sabrina's a grown woman, strong woman who I knew she was because I've worked with her in the past. And the reason she came on the show is because of our connection. And she didn't need my help. She didn't want my help. Even when I tried to chime in,
you did with
the video, she literally said, Big Smitty, I'm good. Darnell, I'm good.
All you did was defend her, though.
You said what?
All you did was defend her. What are they talking about?
Right. Like, after the segment, when we kept discussing it, I did do that. But I don't need to, regardless, I'm just speaking out. That's a grown woman. She can speak for herself. You spoke for yourself. Y'all both said your piece. Some people like what she said. Some people like what you said. And we move on. That's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying? Now, the part that I disagree on both sides, both of y'all, with some of the personal shots. She shouldn't have said you failed and all that. That had nothing to do with like the conversation. And then what you just said just now, bringing up her divorces and all that, that was uncalled for. Both of y'all wrong, if I'm being real.
But I would have said that, though.
You said it because she said something to you, so you want to pay back, whatever. But if we both were just mature, though, that was the piece that both y'all shouldn't have said. Other than that, agree to disagree. You don't think women?
No, I didn't say that yesterday. No. I didn't say that yesterday.
It should is what it is. So.
I didn't say that yesterday, though. You're not giving me enough credit.
No, not yesterday. But you still
I was very cordial. I was very actually. I called her ma'am, homie. I thought I did a great job. I had a lot of women hitting me up saying you did a great job with that bitch. I'm sorry. I didn't say bitch. I didn't say. I had a female say it. But anyway,
JV, stop.
No, real. The female said. I'm just repeating. I'm quoting what the female told me.
But you smart enough where you ain't even had to say that. Like you ain't got to specifically say what she said to you.
Huh?
You ain't got to specifically say what she said to you. Like that didn't help the conversation move forward. Is what I'm trying to tell you.
So she said you said, ma'am, sweetie. Like I'd be a nice guy. I was trying to be
like sarcasm though.
But what I said is what I said though. It's out there. So
but regardless, like if I saw you yesterday,
but I didn't know,
and I had a weapon, but I didn't use it on you. But then the next day I said fuck it and used it. I still used it. I still stabbed.
But here's the problem though. I didn't know she had 2 divorces and then tried to tell me about my failures and then tried to tell me about mental health when Lamar Odom was her fucking claim to fame. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know she went on Oprah and lost her shit. I didn't know all that. I didn't know she was fucking Rick Ross to get on top. So see, I didn't know all that, but I know now.
I don't know nothing about none of that.
Yeah. But I also found out some other things that I shared with.
Shout out to Sabrina Parr for coming on the show. It took a lot of courage and strength to be able to do that. She held her own. You said what you said. And listen, I'm at a point now where I don't care about the discussion of women in football because we are on the sides of where we're at. Yeah. I agree with you. They shouldn't be playing with men, but I don't care if they're playing against each other. I don't care if they're playing flag football because flag football is a completely different sport than actual real football. Yeah. And if they research and understand the game and grew up in the game or have a father who was a football guy their whole life, whatever the case may be, and they actually know the game enough to talk about it to an extent, that doesn't do nothing for me as long as they do the work. I don't want anybody, man or woman, who doesn't do the work to talk about the game, any game, basketball, football, baseball. If you didn't play on top of you don't do the work, the research, the studying, you're not around it, you shouldn't talk about it because you literally don't know. But if you can do the work, and I know you do the work, and I can respect it, then cool. I don't mind you talking about it. It doesn't affect me. But if we disagree, and that's life. It's all good, man.
Yeah, crazy. I did read, but she doesn't have one NFL player that she like really coached, and nobody
you still going on Sabrina still.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out because of what she said because we have a real show, and I will make sure we fact check shit and like.
It's like 6:20 right now. You still going on?
Nothing she said was true though. Funny, but anyway, kudos to her coming on though. I'll never have another broad come on the show though. We're done. We tried it because they're stuck in their ways. I'm stuck in mine. It just is a rant. It's pointless to like continue to beat the dead horse. Like they believe what they believe. I believe what I believe, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Let's move on amicably.
That being said, though, I'm actually working on getting Sheena Quick to come on the show tomorrow.
No, I don't mean any
and talk the game. We're gonna sit back and respect and listen to her. And
I don't mean any female though. I don't mean every female. I'm saying like when it comes to a female that's pro believing she wants to play football, coach football, that shit. That's all I'm talking about. Like if it's one of those advocates.
Only thing she said was Sabrina didn't say all that. Sabrina was pro having women be able to talk about the game.
Yeah.
No, but we do. We literally have a woman come in here and talk about the game who you respect and Sheena Quick. So
yeah,
you do. I love you, JD, but you do contradict yourself depending on who the person is.
I'm not doing it.
That's neither here nor there because you love Sheena. You think she's
literally.
I do too.
Literally,
her own. She covers the game. She knows what she's talking about.
That's why I say you simp.
But then when somebody else do it, we don't like it. So it's
like that's why you a simp. That's why you simp.
Our relations with it. You're cool with Sheena, so it's cool for you. If you're not cool with somebody, then the truth come out. So I don't know.
But she don't want to coach. She don't want to play her coach. This broad literally came out and said she played football. Smitty, she played football. Why do you keep
that wasn't the argument though. See, you're doing it right now.
He's simping for these females.
You're doing it right now. Chat. He's doing it right now. The shot came out on yesterday.
You're defending her, Smitty.
Very clever. You got
all you do is defend these broads.
Stay on track.
No, all you do is defend these broads. But all you do is defend these broads. You defend these broads that you don't know.
You just don't listen. It's not about defending her.
Yeah, it is.
Take Sabrina out of it. It could be anybody. Call the person the person.
Sheena Quick comes on here and talks about what? Covering the game.
And she kills it. And she
does your homegirl came on and said she played the fucking game. Stop.
She covered the game for 8 years too.
Smitty, she wanted to discuss her playing the game is why she knows it.
She just
Smitty, everything she referred to was I played, so you have to respect me. No, I don't. You didn't play football, ma'am.
Her main thing was that she worked for ESPN for 8 years and talked about the game, and that women can talk about the game. That was her main point. That was her main point. You like to take a nugget from the main point and attack that. That's very Stephen A-ish. That's like, again, that's a compliment. That's good. Like, you'll take one nugget from the whole shit and attack that. Skip Bayless just talked about that yesterday. He was breaking down the difference between him co-hosting with Shannon Sharp.
Talking about that on what?
He literally
talking about that on what?
Even they would let me go first. He would find the one thing in my argument that he can attack and change the whole discussion. You literally do that. So I give you credit for copying one of the greatest in space.
Talking about what was he talking about it on? I didn't know he had a show.
He has a show coming out right now. It's a football show called I think it's Gridiron Football or something like that. Him and Gilbert Arenas are actually partnering together. And big time deal. It's gonna be him, Aqib Talib, which Aqib Talib gonna keep it real and just say whatever it is, and Jay Gruden. So if you got Jay Gruden, you might be able to get John sometime as a guest. Actually, like I'm interested now. I'm kind of curious to see what they're gonna do. And they're getting paid big money. A lot of these shows getting paid big money. You know what I'm saying? Shows.
You know the amount? You know the amount? You know the amount?
7 figures.
Huh?
7 figures? No, I don't know. So all I know is I'm seeing a lot of sponsors everywhere on the screen, and that's fine and dandy, but I don't know. Might be some conversations that might
Who wants to hear? Anybody want to hear Gilbert Arenas talk football? Go. I don't. Like, come on, homie. We got to stop the bullshit. We're just giving them money. But they don't want to get a realest show on Planet ERF for real money.
Homie.
Realest show. The best show is right here.
It's Aqib Talib and Jay Gruden. You got 3 football guys. Again, you did it again. You picked the one thing that you could attack.
No matter.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. I asked a question. You're a co-host. You want to get paid or no? I want to ask Smitty why the realest show isn't getting the big bag that talks football, that has real football people on every single day that actually just played. And, I know Jay Gruden myself too. I might have his cell still. I know Jay very well. I got picked up by him in Arena League. He was a head coach for Orlando Arena League back in the day. Anyway, whole story. That's not like current though. Y'all talk shit about us because we don't have current play. We had Robert Parrish on that had 4 million views on a video, but he wasn't current. But Jay Gruden's now current? Come on, homie. We should be getting the bag is my point to you. But
I hear what you're saying, but I'm not going to hate on anybody else.
I'm not hating. I'm just telling you Gilbert is a basketball guy. I like his show that he does with those guys. So that's what I'm saying.
You're talking right now, even though it might not be intentionally, the verbiage that you're utilizing right now is in a way in which you're saying, how the hell did Gilbert Arenas, a basketball guy, is getting paid for a football show, and we do boom, 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 and we ain't even getting paid. Don't talk about what's another man getting paid. Just talk about, seeing all these other shows get paid is inspirational, and it's making me curious of what we need to do to get to that next step. Don't miss the next man, though.
Your generation is so soft that when you give an opinion, you automatically take it to hate.
I didn't say hate at all, I don't think.
Yeah, you did. You said you're checking another man's bag. You're hating on the man. You sound like you're hating. I'm not hating. It's an opinion that I don't think Gilbert Arenas should talk football. He should do his own thing. He has an opinion, too. He could say, JB, you should never talk basketball.
Right.
So,
but we do it, though. So it's just weird.
Hold on.
So JB talk politics. JB talk about motherfucking Trump all day, get flags and shirts. You can talk basketball, baseball, hockey.
Hold on, I'm trying to equate this whole thing.
You can't talk about football.
But I'm trying to equate it all. Underdog's not paying us to do a basketball show, are they? That's the same shit. That's what I'm saying. They're paying him to do a football show, a basketball guy. They're not paying Smitty and JB to do a fucking basketball show.
This platform has millions of impressions.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you. It's their name.
Blessing. Let's get our platform busting, homie. Numbers talk.
It's on you. It says you to do it.
No,
you got to stop defending women, huh?
The way you talk on the show, it's fucking the algorithm up. It's stopping the numbers. We
It's
had 2,000 live yesterday on the show, and then we posted a video. It got to 18,000 total views. It don't make sense. How do you get 2,000 people at 6 in the morning? And at the end of the day, it's 18,000.
Yeah, I don't know. Bailey still shakes his head though. So
I don't know. Like,
I don't get it.
I do a lot of behind the scenes shows.
We had this whole conversation. We don't get it. We don't understand it. But anyway,
we got 7,000 subscribers at the end of the week, and we get 18,000 views per episode. Don't make sense, homie.
We might have it today.
So I can't hate. Numbers talk, homie. Shout out to Gilbert. Shout out to Skip. If you got the numbers, shout out to fucking Jeff Teague and them. Shout out to Matt Barnes and stacking them. I don't hate Mason Cam Newton, who just signed a new deal with ESPN.
All big name, all household names. That's
regardless though. Their shows are good too though. So I can't hate them. They are. Don't do that.
So their shows are better than ours.
And they say that we have the best show.
Okay then. So then why you?
I don't mean that show not good though.
I'm not saying I like Cam's show. I like Cam's. I like Gilbert's basketball show where they.
Yeah, okay. I just said all that. You fuck with Cam and Mace.
Yeah, I fuck with Cam and Mace.
They shared you, so you like Cam and Mace, you like Cam Newton, you like Gilbert Reed's basketball show. Okay, we're saying the same thing.
I'm not saying their show is better than ours.
I never said that. I said they're good shows. So I'm not mad that they're getting money.
Well, we got a lot to discuss.
I always say we number one.
We got a lot to discuss.
Again, before listen, this is a prime example. Listen.
No, you don't hear.
Talk to him, D. Jones.
You want to throw those in right now before I do quote of the day?
What?
Let's start with the game. Let's start with the clips yesterday, Smitty, that's going crazy. Sabrina Parr posted on her channel, apparently.
On that again?
Yeah, because we cut it up for it before you came in. Sabrina posted it on her page, and then the comments from her page are completely different than the comments on our page, obviously. So let's take a look at her post first.
Because number one, I'm not a track coach. I coach athletes. Some of the top players that you're watching now have came through my system. Okay, some of the top college guys are going to recruit it, went through my system. Okay, you got to do a little bit more research. And when I was working on ESPN for 8 years as one of the only Black contributors and only female contributor, I had to cover way more than just track. We didn't even talk about track and field, to be quite honest. So the reason why I was in that position is because I am respected in every area of sports. Because of my experience working in these spaces, being the athlete that I have been, an all-around athlete, I am respected. You didn't do enough research to understand that. I have trained with some of the top NFL guys, Hall of Famers, retired, the guys that are currently playing. I have trained alongside them. This is what.
No, she didn't. Come to find out. But anyway, Smitty, her comment section was completely, it's funny how it was, but I noticed though, it was all females and gays. That's her whole comment section. So that's why I was like, oh, okay, makes sense. Then our video, our comment section's at least more like
all men and far right.
No, but it's more centered though. No, I got people that come over there. Our shit gets like, major celebrities that respond.
You have a bigger brand than her, so you know what I'm saying. Like, so
she came on this show right out the gate and said how many followers she had on Instagram, homie.
Yeah,
she made it
she do, but you got a bigger brand.
She made it a point.
You still got a bigger brand.
But why is my video like killing her video? If she got so many followers, because she got fake followers. I found that out.
Bigger brand.
She bought followers.
You got a bigger brand, homie.
No, I don't got no bigger brand.
I know that you really do care. You say you don't, but you really care about the comments. Like you really go through and see what they say about you, and you use that to show. See, I was right. I had 5 women who agree with me, or on her side, I went to her comments and she had I have no idea who's her comments.
I didn't even. She has.
I really don't care.
She didn't tag us. She tagged Coach AB's store. So that's the first problem. I didn't.
Well, you got 5 pages, so she probably ain't know.
Somebody sent it to me, so I didn't even see it because she didn't tag the right fucking account. I tagged her and collaborated with her, by the way, in fairness. So give me some proof.
She don't watch the show and shit like that. She saw that clip because that clip was just busting everywhere. Huh?
Yeah, of course. What?
Yeah, so, I'm ain't going to just know all the accounts. We got JB Store, we got JB Show, we got Coach JB, we got fucking 4 Facebooks. You got all type of shit going on.
I'm a real one. So I give back to the community that's watching our content that you call it. So I'm a real one. So I I'll comment on me, whether it's good or bad or hate. You see how many haters I comment to, right? I also say, hey, man, appreciate the love. So, yeah, I'm a real one.
Isaiah Washington asked the real poor question. He said, Smitty, why you never riding for JB, homie? You ever asked this question?
He said what?
He said, Smitty, why you never riding for JB?
You ride for me.
Pause, but I do.
Sometimes.
Depends on the topic.
Huh?
It depends on the topic. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So now we got a TikTok video that someone made. Now, TikTok went crazy using our video, Smitty.
For real? Again?
Yeah, there's fucking 1,000 videos on TikTok from that particular,
moment.
Show. Take a look.
Athletes. Some of the top players that you're watching now have came through my system. Okay, some of the top college guys are going to get recruited, went through my system. Okay, you got to do a little bit more research. And when I was working on ESPN for 8 years as one of the only black contributors and only female contributors.
Do you know what a 3 technique is?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, what did you say?
Do you know what a 3 technique is?
No.
Okay, but you know football and talk football, and it's okay.
Team football athletes, let's stay focused. Let's stay focused.
How do you train them? You don't know what the fucking 3 technique is. How do you train them?
Just because I don't know, I don't know what one technique is, does not mean that I am not qualified to work.
Let's stay focused. You notice that's what women do. Let's stay focused when they can't answer their question correctly or they just get cooked. They go, let's stay focused. And focus your ass back in the kitchen. So anyway, let's move back on amicably. I let in, Smitty, before we get to the quote today, I let in with Ohtani pitching 5 strong innings. But we got breaking news.
What happened?
The bag is out. We took a conversation that was real. We turned it into AI because the video was actually filmed by a buddy of mine. And we actually captured it on video and we turned it into an AI thing so I don't get sued. Ohtani got caught spilling the beans. Take a look, dog.
Ohtani, are you aware that you are being accused of sabotaging a $240 million real estate project in Hawaii? Oh, no. Somebody sabotaged our real estate? Oh, no. No, I can't speak English. Sorry. Would you happen to know anything about this, Mr. Ohtani? Konnichiwa. Baseball. Come on, Jenkins. This guy can't even speak English. He doesn't know anything. Let's go. Oh, phew. God damn it, Haruto. You say you'll be more careful after we got to cut sports betting. I can't keep on pretending to not speak English. These Americans onto us. How are we supposed to sabotage a $240 million real estate project with you getting us a cut every 5 seconds? Money. I rub the money.
So that was captured, Smitty. In fairness, I think the bag is out on Ohtani, but he's still pitching his ass off and hitting. So I'm going to put him up in the upper echelon of all-time greatest athletes because now that he has literally 3 conspiracies going and he's still unbelievable, Smitty. His grit and determination is fucking unbelievable. He has to be considered one of the greatest ever to do it. He has literally stole our money, attempted and committed multiple frauds, and he's still got 45 home runs. He's knocking out 5 people in the inning. He's shutting down people on the mound. He's fucking unbelievable. Kudos to him.
He doesn't read the press clippings. He doesn't read the comments.
He doesn't read it. Yeah, good point. He doesn't read anything. He doesn't no outside noise.
He doesn't understand it.
He is the outside noise.
You can't comprehend it.
He's the fucking main noise. Like when you're the noise, Smitty, you don't gotta listen to nobody else.
He has no idea what's going on right now. Like he don't even know he got cases and shit.
He's the mob, in a sense. I'm gonna be honest.
Like he's the top guy.
Yeah, he's the top guy, homie.
So like I'm over like in a room with like a damn cigar and like people coming to him to like really
like right here. Domingo. Cincy -8 versus Nebraska tonight. I'm gonna see if I can get him on Patreon, homie.
Ohtani?
Yeah.
You get Ohtani on Patreon?
I'm gonna try, homie.
You bad boy, you get Ohtani.
I mean, if there's money involved, he's involved.
What y'all gonna talk about?
Anyway, quote of the day. What time is it?
It's almost 7. It's damn near 7.
Is it?
It's literally dinner. Is it? You killing me. Is it?
Quote of the day, homie. Smitty, I want to try to match yesterday.
All right, let's go.
A storm doesn't ask for permission. It just shows up.
That's real. That's a real one.
Quote of the day. This is a statement quote. This is a quote statement. A storm doesn't ask for permission. It just shows up.
Yep. Any time of the day.
That's the quote of the day. I'm gonna reiterate. That's the quote of the day. A storm doesn't ask for permission. It just shows up. You hear what I'm going? See how I said that?
I respect that. I respect that.
All right. Now, contrary to belief. Let's see if you see the difference. Brought to you by Valor. Head on over there today. Use our promo code Coach JB. Get 20% off on Valor right now. A lot of people have been ordering, by the way. They've been sending me their pictures, Smitty. People listen and watch this show. I'm just telling you. Contrary to belief, Smitty. It's sad when people you know become people you knew.
That's a bar.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
Yeah. That's a
bar.
Yeah.
That's a quote right there.
Contrary to belief, and a statement versus
that's a quote right there.
No, that's contrary to
belief. That's a hell of a quote right there, JB.
No, that's a contrary to belief.
That's a quote, homie. It's a quote. You're not comparing nothing. That's a quote.
It's a statement.
I know. A statement is a quote.
No, it's not.
They both are statements.
We can't get through this. So, like, if this show's huge in 5 years, let's say 5 years, this is like the biggest show.
5 more years or like 2 more years to make it 5 for me?
No, like
5 more, like, I mean, fuck. Huh?
No, I'm saying we've obviously the show in the next over this year, next year, all these years coming up to the 5 years is already big.
Okay.
But in 5 years, we're the biggest show. Like, let's say we're still gonna not have an agreement upon what the difference in quote of the day and the contrary to belief is.
I mean, it depends if you change up. As of right now, you're just saying 2 quotes and labeling them differently.
I don't get it.
That's how you doing, homie. You're taking 2 of the same things and calling them something different. It's like taking 2 ketchup bottles and putting a piece of notebook paper on one bottle and writing something else on top of it and calling it mustard. No, homie, they're both ketchup. They taste the same. So, but that was good.
In May, you will be on the show 3 years. Time is a thief. You'll be on the show 3 years, and somebody in the chat said this show got 3 years max.
Really?
So I want to be clear.
Yeah.
In May, he will be on the show for 3 years.
Right. Not even including the time prior to me, but just this edition of the show.
Yeah. I started this shit 3 years before that.
Right.
So we've already.
Jones, it'd be 3D Jones happened crazy. It was fast.
Yeah, crazy, homie.
I was in my old apartment. I was downtown and shit. And
yeah, it's crazy.
Bitch on the wall. All type of shit didn't change.
Yeah,
JB was in the other room.
You had a bitch on the wall.
Had a picture on the wall.
Oh.
You love like trying to get people caught up.
Anyway,
snitching away.
Poll question.
You choked on me?
Yeah, almost on that.
Question.
You were crying yesterday, literally on the show.
I literally was crying. We should have cut that and made it something like that.
Because of old girl.
Nah, I can remember you was talking. I was trying to say something. I told him I spit. It affected me the whole day. My whole day was like messed up. Couldn't breathe.
Smitty, there's rumors in the world. There's rumors out there right now.
Okay.
That the Packers are throwing a deal at the Cowboys that is not unrefusable.
Really?
There's rumors out there. So the poll question. Will Micah Parsons play in 7 days from today for the Cowboys against the Eagles? Go.
Man. I'm going to say hell no. I don't think he plays game 1.
Okay, so I agree. I'm going to say no. A lot of people think he'll play. Let me add on to the poll question. Will Micah Parsons play for the Cowboys this year?
I'm going to say yes. I think this is like an Emmitt Smith situation.
I think it's different.
Okay.
This is the banter. So you can tell Sabrina later this is how you talk, like grown people talk. I agree. I think this is Jerry Jones being different now at the end of his career, where he's going to say, all right, I've done this forever. Don't keep expecting me to do the Emmitt Smith thing that you were just referring to. Yeah. I think he says, fuck it. It's time to go. I need to make a switch as the owner to flip this thing. We haven't won in 30 years. This might be it. Now my gut telling me something, homie.
Might be it, homie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked because, like, even if you watch the documentary, you know what I'm saying, on Netflix, which we talked about how great it was, at the end, it's like his son and stuff, he got emotional, and his daughters, they got emotional. They didn't want to literally say it, but they're basically saying, like, we ain't got a lot of time left with Pops. And which, you know, you don't want to say it, but
he cancer too, right?
He old as hell.
But no,
he knows that too. He knows it too. I think that's why he did the documentary.
He beat cancer, homie. He just beat cancer. He beat cancer. Nobody knew he had it. He beat it.
I didn't know that. But I'm saying, like, he old as hell. The kids don't know that, so they just saying, like, hey, this brass tacks don't have a lot of talent. So because he knows that, he might just be like, fuck it, I got to figure out something big. And they might use if what you're saying is true, and the Packers has put out some unbelievable trade, I wouldn't be shocked, homie, if they went ahead and let him go, because as great as Micah Parsons has been, it hasn't led to them winning playoff games or getting deep in the playoffs. I'm not saying it's Micah's fault, but just the nature of the position itself doesn't have enough impact to it to really make the big difference. And at the end of the day, Jerry Jones, for him, at this point in his life, is just Super Bowl or bust. There's nothing else in between. There's nothing else that will make it better. So, listen, man, I mean, I'm going to go with my gut and say that they figure it out. But would I be shocked if it happened at this point in Jerry Jones' career? No, I wouldn't. I honestly would not.
Motherfucker pulled up in my driveway, homie. 2 cats opened the door.
Oh, shit.
Hold up, homie.
What you doing?
Get the strap.
I was about to say, hurry up. Hey, stay low. Stay low, JB, when you run around the house. Man, this dude, I told him to stop talking crazy to everybody. Somebody going to try him one day. I told him somebody's going to try him. I pray it's not happening right now, but I mean, Jason, these are grown men and grown women. People got wives and kids. You talking about white mom. You talking about LGBTQ community. You talking about trans. You talking about women. You talking about kids. You talking about a lot of people, JB. Somebody going to try you at some point. They're going to try you. Everybody not as soft as you think, Jason. Everybody not weak like you think, Jason. Somebody going to try you. So I don't know, man. Hit that like button because this might be it. Hit the like button right now, man. We got 700 people in here. Hit the like button right now to get our numbers up, man. But I'm gonna go back to the Cowboys topic. I just said that it reminds me of the Emmitt Smith situation, but what JB is saying, it might be the Herschel Walker situation, where they traded away their best player and it changed the scope of the franchise. They got all these draft picks, they got all these, players, and that ended up leading to Emmitt Smith and these different guys, these offensive linemen that, Eric, all these cats, right? And that's what changed them and made them a dynasty. So I don't know. I just know that Jerry don't have a lot of time left. I mean, I don't want to be God, so I don't want to say that directly. I'm gonna say he's older. He's more than likely he's lived more years on this earth than he has left. So I don't know if he has time to make like a long-term move. Like he needs to win now. Like today he needs to win. So I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough, but in my heart, I think they're gonna figure something. I think Michael wants to be a Cowboy, and I think Jerry wants him. One of them is gonna have to compromise something. You all right, homie?
I don't know what you guys talking about. Anyway,
you look scared. I was just saying how I keep telling you, bro, stop talking crazy about all these different groups. At some point, I mean, I hope not, but somebody gonna try you, homie. So they came to your house. They could have been anybody.
I wish they would.
You think you're the big bad wolf, and then you're untouchable.
I wish they would, but it was fucking Amazon.
Oh yeah, Amazon don't play.
And a white Beamer with 2 cats and two things. I had a big old thing.
Mm-hmm.
Homie, who the fuck said Amazon could pull up in my driveway, though?
Yeah, it's Amazon, homie. They do what they want.
I told you I don't like Elon, homie. That's
Elon,
not Elon,
homie.
the other guy.
Elon.
What's his name?
It's my other guy. It's Jeff Bezos.
I don't like that motherfucker either.
Jeff Bezos chilling though. He chilling. He ain't really doing nothing. Got him a little young thing, making hella money. Amazon work on the clock though. Like I don't know what they get paid, but they're always working. I can order something right now. It'll be here about 4 p.m.
Hey, I got. What's up, brother? Hope all is well. What I got to do to get you out to Charleston, South Carolina to talk to my guys. I'm the head coach at. Want you here ASAP.
Fly you out?
That's a big college for me. Want me to go speak? That's going to cost you about 25 racks.
Yeah.
For me to get on a plane right now, about 25 racks.
Just sit on that, though. That's a normal fee. That's not like a big deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's like, yeah.
I'm actually nice with it. I should be like 50.
Yeah. I know somebody who charges 100 to do speaking fees.
I can't say who it is, but it's the head coach. That's crazy. Anyway.
Is that D2 or D1 or D3?
I have no prior messages, D1. I have no prior messages, so he got his number from somebody.
So it's in South Carolina, and it's a D1. Okay.
So you did, but I'm the snitch.
No, I was asking a question. You said it's in South Carolina.
Well, there's several schools. There's a lot.
Right. And you said the D1. So
anyway, I think Mike is gone, Smitty. I think Mike is gone, homie. I think it is. I think it's time to say, all right, you know what? Because Steve has alluded to it a few times. And he knows some people there in the Cowboys. And I've talked to some certain people. I don't think they like him there as far as the players. If he left, I don't believe it's like, I don't think so. And you can kind of get a sense of it too. Like,
CeeDee Lamb won him there.
Let me give you an example. Like, you know how we've talked about before where we see guys holding out or whatever, and you see certain guys around them or kind of like, man, or still continue to talk good about him in press conferences and blah, blah, blah. If you notice, Micah, when they bring him up to other folks, maybe CD because he just got paid, they're like, "That I don't want to talk about Micah. That's on you guys. Talk about Micah." Like, have you heard all the comments?
Well, because at some point, you don't see
guys around him though. Is my point. You don't see
the Cowboys doing that with Emmitt Smith in documentary. It's like, hey, listen, if Emmitt ain't here, I don't really want to keep talking about it. Like, yeah, we love him to be here, of course, but he's not, so I'm not gonna talk about it. At some point, as a player, you get tired of getting asked the same question. They probably getting asked about Micah every single day. That's why that happened. So it's a football team. Everybody not gonna love you. I'm sure everybody didn't love Big Smitty at Ball State.
Why not?
They got the job done.
They should have.
Well, people should do a lot of things. I mean, I don't have expectations on human beings.
Was you soft at Ball State or something? Why would they not like you?
I'm saying, homie, everybody didn't like you. Trust me. Everybody don't like everybody, homie. That's human beings. Stop trying to please everybody, Jason. That's your problem.
Oh, I don't. You know why they didn't like me?
Why?
Because they respected me. There's a difference. There's a difference. And they feared me.
I held people accountable, and I was confident. I talked shit.
The other teams feared me, not my guy.
I talked shit to get the team going, and I worked harder than everybody, and I held people accountable, and I had a personality. I was funny, so people might be jealous. That's what I'm trying to say, homie. Zach Walker, shut up. Nobody knows you, literally. Like, me saying your name right now was the biggest shit of your life. Everybody follows Zach Walker right now on the YouTube channel. He does nothing on there. All right, let's continue. Josh Faley, shut up.
I'm looking at
You right, homie?
Yeah, I'm looking at some different things. Anyway, Smitty, let's get into it. Before we get Steve Kim on in about 10 minutes, take a commercial. We'll take a commercial in about 5 minutes. Get Smitty on 5. Hey, Rashee Rice, Smitty, is accepting and will serve a 6-game suspension to start the 2025 regular season. I'm the narrator right now. Smitty's usually there, but I wanted to get Smitty in. White versus black today. I wanted to be the narrator.
I love it.
Yeah, I wanted Smitty to kind of take the role of the host now.
Mm-hmm.
Per sources, the NFL and the NFLPA are working to finalize the settlement, which will end Rice's disciplinary limbo and make him eligible to return Week 7 versus the Raiders. Biggest takeaway, Smitty, go.
Not surprised. I mean, we knew this. We expected this. I mean, he got in the car accident, got out the car, and walked off. I mean, what the hell is going to happen? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's get straight to it, Jason. Ain't nothing to play around with.
Wait, what did he do?
Car accident on the highway in Texas.
Oh, he's driving and boom, gets into a wreck.
Hit somebody, hurt somebody a little bit.
And then he
got out the car with his people.
He opened the door.
Yep, boom.
And then just fucking ran?
And just got it. Fucking walked out, homie. Fucking with his Travis Matthew hat on, just walked out. So hell, he ain't gonna get suspended. I mean, we knew that. The bigger question is like, okay, once he does return,
6 games ain't enough.
6
games ain't enough.
I know you think he should be out the whole season. I get it.
Not the whole season, but
6 is a lot though. When you think about it, like a
we had a guy kill a guy. He's in jail right now, and Henry Ruggs. Mm-hmm. And then we've had multiple other incidences after Ruggs killed a person and a dog or whatever. Let's be real. Anyone after that situation should get, I think, that didn't involve a killing, obviously, or someone passing. Yeah. I believe they should get way more than 6 games. Because now you're like, fuck it, what Henry Ruggs did. Fuck it. His NFL career is over. Like, I don't understand where we've lost. Like, we used to speak to our guys. I'm sure you heard Lambo and them tell you, football is not a right. It is a what?
Privilege.
We've said that a million times as coaches. You've heard it a million times as players. But it's true. Like, we chose to play the game, and it's a privilege, not a right. And I just don't understand some of this. I don't believe this incident's a season long, but anything that continues to happen after a tragic event like the Henry Ruggs situation, to me, is a slap in your face. Like, we know what could happen. We continue to go do stupid shit and expect us to still play the game that we are privileged enough to play. That's all.
It's like a third. He missed like a third of the season. This is impactful, bro. Like 6 games is impactful because he's probably Mahomes.
But you're not. You're saying it is impactful, like as if you're. And I can hear your tone, like you're thinking as like a player on the team, like a Chiefs fan and a teammate. Fuck all that.
I'm saying from like a cheat. Like if I'm Mahomes, then like this is his wide out number 1 for the Chiefs. It is. So like
he almost killed a guy though. Like 6 games, homie, is not a lot. Like that shit to me don't make no sense. Like I just that doesn't make sense to me, dog. I'm really honest. Like
so you're saying it shouldn't be a full season, but 6 ain't enough. So you're thinking like 10 or 11?
Yeah, I would say like at least
the whole season.
Yeah, but it ain't though. I mean, Smitty, the logic doesn't make sense. Obviously,
it's a legal situation, so the law already handled it.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's the issue I have. I'm last chance you. I mean, that's what I'm known for, right? So to all the nobodies, you know me as last chance you. So I'm all for second chances and third chances sometimes. But damn, dog. Like, at what point are we going to be like, okay, how many chances does these motherfuckers get? We got guys, Smitty, that are betting on games getting the whole season. The logic just doesn't add up to me. Like you and I argue about the whole season for the DraftKings and the betting and all these people that bet fucking from Mike Williams or what's his name in Minnesota to Detroit. I mean James Williams, wasn't it? Williams to fucking to old boy in Jacksonville. Full games. We got guys that'll cock back and hit abroad on camera and get less. We got guys killing cats or in reckless driving events and get less. The logic don't add up is my problem. That's all I'm saying. It just don't make sense to me. Like,
I think it's tough from an NFL.
I guess it's the precedent. My bad.
Yeah, I think it's tough from a league standpoint. Like, there aren't like specific guidelines and rules to every single incident that happens. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like, okay, we have a book. If you kill somebody, if you hit a woman, if you do this, you spend the whole season. If you do this, you're only 6 games. You do this. So as a commissioner, you kind of just got to like evaluate each situation as its own entity. Let the law do what it does if it's a legal situation, and then you got to make a decision based upon that particular player. I understand what you're saying completely, but at the same time, it's like we're going to punish like Rashee Rice and other players because of somebody else's actions prior to me that has nothing to do with me. So because Henry Ruggs stuff was like the worst situation and ended in a complete tragedy, now Rashee Rice's or whoever else's first major incident, we're going to give him he going to jail for life because of somebody else's stuff. It's like, hold on, homie. Like, like define me based on who I am and what I've done. Don't compare me to Henry Ruggs.
That's why you're micro though on this. Like my whole macro scale thinking on this is it's the same. It's the same act though. If it was a different act, then I'm with you. You cannot see the worst act and then I repeat the same exact act and expect 6 games or less. That's the issue I have, homie. He did exactly what Henry Ruggs did in a lesser scale situation and walked off.
But you're talking like him and Henry Ruggs are like best friends and they're on the same team.
I'm not even quoting. Why you keep going? It's the event, homie.
Because there's a lot of shit happens in the league.
The dude killed the guy driving. Like all the LSU kids we talk about, all the LSU shitbirds that keep getting arrested. Or Georgia and LSU. How many times do we have to see the same kid do the same shit and then it keeps going and going and going? I would say
it's different to me, though. It's the same team. It's different to me.
It's the same thing, though.
If I got 30 players on the same team doing the same shit, it's like, all right, hold on.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the act.
I hear you.
Like, if I'm the head coach of Brian Kelly, I go, this is what I tell the team. If another motherfucker drives reckless on this team, you're cut. Like, that's where it is. In the NFL, if I'm Roger Goodell, if we have one more reckless driving situation, you are banned from the NFL for a year. Minimum. If you do it again, you're banned. Like, I'm just saying, you think I sound harsh, homie, but that's real shit. Like, why are we not? Smitty, think of macro. Rashee Rice and all these other cats, they have access to what? They have resources. There's no reason for them to be driving drunk. There's no reason for them to be going fucking 150 miles an hour down the strip in Vegas. There's no reason for that. So if you do that, there's consequences for your action, homie. That's all I'm telling you.
And that's what's happening. He's suspended for 6 games with no pay.
But you already saw this happen and a person lost their life. Like, and you did the same shit. So when Smitty, like, we always go back, Smitty, like, if my dog pisses and I rub his nose in it 2 days later, it doesn't fucking mean nothing, homie. Like, what are we talking about? You need to make a fucking example of these motherfuckers when they do the same shit over and over and over and over. So you're telling me, you're acting as if Rashee Rice didn't know about what happened with Henry Ruggs. Now I can have an argument, but that's
I'm not saying he didn't know, but players aren't
they all know.
He's not thinking about fucking Henry Ruggs every day of his life. Like, oh fuck, I better put it 10 and 2.
It's not Henry Ruggs
with a seatbelt and think about it. Like, motherfuckers just living their life, homie. You keep
going back to the name, homie. I'm talking about the act.
I got a white boy, homie. I'm cool with who was driving drunk the other day, like hour and a half away. Like it just happens. Like,
Who you know? Who's a white homie that you know driving drunk?
No, I don't want to like snitch on him. I'm just saying I have a white homie who like an hour and a half away from LA, was out in LA. He has like a boat and a yacht and all that stuff, and he was loaded, comedy show. Went to this event. I saw him in an event I went to on a Thursday night, drove all the way back home loaded. Like,
where's he live?
I'm not saying it's right, but I'm not gonna act like we're fucking just perfect people. We're not Gandhi walking around. So all I'm saying is get punished, which he did. 6 games is a lot of games, no pay.
There's a huge difference, homie. There's a huge difference
because Henry Ruggs shit 3 years ago.
There's a huge difference. There's a huge difference. If you're referring to me driving drunk, there's a huge difference.
I would never call you out.
Every day I am drunk. So there's a difference. I'm immune to the shit. Like, my drunkenness is like nothing. I've never done anything. You know what I mean? Like, I can't. Me being drunk is you normal every day.
Right.
So there's no, I don't.
So you will be called a functioning alcoholic.
Yeah, and like I don't drive like I drive like fuck it, like yeah, I like I'm the crazy one. Like I like kicking the lights off at night in like on those windy turns.
Yeah,
because it's fucking fun as shit. That's like fucking with no rubber. I rubbers take all the feel away. I want to fucking like nah.
You like danger. You like a thrill.
Yeah, like come on, man. It's a whole nother ball game. But
well, what I do know is this. We got a commercial break, and then when we come back, Steve Kim gonna hop on. So make sure y'all pound that like button, subscribe, become a member today, and don't go nowhere, man, because Steve Kim coming back. And what we doing with Steve again today? He got a list, right?
His top 10 games of the week.
Don't go nowhere, man. More Coach JB Show. Big Smitty will be here at 7:05.
Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking. Back at it on the Coach AB Show with Big Smitty, as we have a proud new sponsor. Valor is getting me excited. I am fucking hyped. This new drink. Fuck you doing, homie?
Yeah, my fault, man.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm sorry, man. That drive killed me, man. I'm exhausted. 2-hour drive.
Oh, you don't know why I'm excited and hyped already?
No,
I know it's 5 a.m, but goddamn, homie.
What's going on, homie?
We got
me,
this
Ash.
new sponsor. Valor.
Valor?
Hold on, man. You haven't had a Valor?
You ain't tell me about Valor.
You're that tired.
You didn't tell me about Valor.
Look at this.
I mean, the can looks dope. What is it?
Valor Energy, homie.
All right, well, let me try it real quick, man.
You want to fucking pick me up? Shit.
Does it really work?
What? Watch out, homie.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Is that a bullshit?
It's instant energy, homie. It's instant energy, homie.
So you're hyped right
It's
now.
instant energy, homie. Oh,
Cheers.
Cheers.
Valor.
Blueberries and cream, nitrogen infused.
No. Berries and cream.
No, this is my
infused.
favorite. Blueberries and cream, my favorite flavor.
Berries and cream.
Blueberries. Matter of fact, I got another one over here. Orange cream infused, homie.
Wait up, there's 3 different colors?
3 right here. I heard it's more on the website.
Kelly, you like Valor?
You like it too, Kelly? The dogs like Valor. I wouldn't give it to the dog, but they probably would like it because its flavor is amazing. Blueberries and cream.
And you can mix it with tequila and vodka?
What's the website, homie? What's the website? We got to tell them to go to the website right now because I heard that they got even more than one flavor. Go to valorenergy.com right now and use promo code
Coach AB and get
20% off your first order.
Through the month of September. I encourage all our fans, our loyal fans, to post a picture with their Valor just like Smitty and I do and enter a sweepstakes. Our winner will guest host a show with Big Smitty and I.
You ain't gonna guess us the whole show, but we're gonna bring you in and let you talk that talk for about 5 to 6 minutes. I'm gonna be real with you. Tag Coach AB, tag Valor Energy, post a picture, hashtag, and we're gonna bring you on the show for a few minutes, man. Valor, VALR energy.com. I'm hyped up right now.
Look at these Valor t-shirts, merch. We got it. Woo-hoo. Look at that backside for me. Way more athletic. Way more athletic. Valor. Check it out. Coach AB, promo code 20% off right now. Peace.
Rondo, y'all, is now dubbed the top-ranked flag football quarterback.
It's the same topic.
United States of America.
Fuck.
Number 1, former NBA player.
Oh, fuck. Shut it off.
One of the top, point guards, I say, in the game during his tenure. I don't know Ray John personally, but I know he's close with my guy P. And listen, I don't have a problem with this. You know why? Before y'all bash it, flag football is another sport, y'all. That's why I don't know why we get so hung up on it. Flag football is not football. I wish they called it something else. And JB, be quiet. I know what you're about to say. I wish they called it something else. I wish they called it just flag ball for something else. It's not football. It's a different game.
You know what? You know what? I hate the bastardization of 707. For those that don't know, flag football originated from what professional and college football teams did for a period, which was called 707. Mm-hmm. That's where we work on our pass concepts against the defense's pass defense, but it's structured. The ball has to get out in rhythm. I hate the bastardization of flag football. You get all of these wannabe Bill Belichick's, and now you go watch a flag football. Even the highlights of Rondo. Like, I just wish they would make it more structured. So I don't dislike flag football in and of itself.
It's fun, son. If you ever play, it's fun.
So here's what I believe. When the game gets in a chaotic situation, which football does, athletes fall back on their muscle memory. The way that they bastardize flag football, it creates terrible, terrible muscle memory. And if you watch high school quarterbacks especially, because that's where flag football is really big, go look at your local high school football and tell me the mannerisms and the patterns that he exhibits physically don't mimic what he does in flag football.
So you're more, not to cut you off, you're more speaking on like young players utilizing flag football as a pathway to play real football.
Right.
Got you. Okay.
Because you can't turn that off.
I'm with you on that.
In flag football, when you catch the ball and run down the line of scrimmage, 1 yard line behind it, and throw the ball on the other side, right there what they're doing. You can't get in a game and then all of a sudden stay inside the confines of the pocket, climb in the pocket when there's pressure, and deliver the ball on time.
Agreed. But that's why I say it's a different sport. Because I agree. What you just said, Shaun, I agree 100%. But young guys, young kids, in my opinion, I don't have no kids yet, but if I'm a parent, I wouldn't use flag as like a gateway to play real football. Like, to me, it's not connected. It shouldn't be. It's its own little thing.
By the way, Bailey, with all the stuff going on this weekend, I can't believe you put this raggedy it up on the screen. Rondo looks terrible.
But it's flag, though.
It does. Even for flag, he looks terrible.
But he don't. He's number one quarterback in the U.S., so he
no,
can't.
it's not.
Okay, let me ask you. Smitty, one of the people in the question in the chat asked what I would take if I'm the Cowboys, what I would take from the Packers to move Micah. I would probably take Dobbs, the wideout Green Bay has.
Yeah.
A 26 first rounder, a 26 second, and a 27 first.
A 27 first. All right. I respect that. I don't know how much, like, you think that would, like, put you over the top?
I'm just saying, make it as hard as you if you really want it, make that motherfucker as hard as possible. Because that's fucking Romeo Dobbs, a 26 first, a 26 second, and a 27 first.
Right. So now you're helping your future out. You're helping your now. Getting Romeo Dobbs in that wide receiver room alongside George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, who we forgot about, changes that offense even more, makes them even more dynamic.
But you really want the motherfucker there. That's the asking price. Like, you can't just say, you can't act like you're really negotiating it. Like, this is the hard line.
I respect you,
homie.
I like when we go quiet. I don't know why. It should be funny to me, homie. Pound that like button, man. Subscribe.
I get messages.
You say you get messages on me from who? Because you be like a deep thought during this, like in the middle of the show. You'll stop talking and start texting.
What do you got? What were you doing, homie?
What you mean?
You got insulin? You shoot insulin?
I was checking my pressure. I got high blood pressure.
BPS.
So I've been changing my eating and stuff, trying to test stuff out.
BPS.
My pressure is higher during the show, which makes sense. I'm yelling, I'm high, I'm doing all this stuff.
Mine's lower.
Really?
Yeah, that's why I beat lie detector tests like my whole life. Like on the sand, like in front of FBI. Oh, anyway, all kinds of shit. But
that's your heart rate. That's your blood pressure.
But that controls that.
As athletes, our heart rate is always low. Like right now, my shit was 61, and I'm like yelling this shit. Usually my shit's like 54.
You eat too much salt, number one. Your cholesterol level's driving your blood pressure up, number one. Number two.
Cholesterol is perfect, so keep going.
Number two, you have like enriched sodium content that you continuously eat every day when you go to farmers market and every single restaurant in LA. All their food is processed with salt.
Been cooking all week.
You don't even know how much salt you intake.
Been cooking all week.
So when I cook, I know what salt I put in it. When you go to Lowry's, you don't know.
What's Lowry's?
You go to STK and all these fucking expensive places, which I still don't get.
That's my way to have fun. Like how you spend money on yachts and go do all the stupid shit.
I'm not judging that. Why is stupid shit? I'm not judging that part. I'm saying I still don't get how you afford all that. But what I'm saying is Don't you love when people question, like, I don't know how you afford it. Why are you worried about it?
I don't know what I do, legal or illegal. It doesn't matter. I'm getting a job done. But guess what? I know nothing else gets the job done.
I gave my price to the coach.
What'd he say?
So let me work on it.
Yeah, that's like a very fair price. Take care of your flight, take care of your hotel, 25 racks, and you're good to go.
Film it. Let me bring a whole crew in, make it a show.
Oh, that's like I know you're like excited. That's like a regular thing, though.
You got it?
Stop lowballing yourself, homie. Like this is real money out here.
What's fake money?
Don't say yes to everything, homie. Fake money, like 4,000. It's like a whole scene.
I'm not getting on a plane under 25 racks.
So they offer you $29, a hotel room, flight, meals. You're not going.
How much?
20,000.
Yeah, you have to set a standard in life, Smitty. You have to have your non-negotiables in life.
I'm with you.
You have to, because if you don't, then you start negotiating everything, and then you become that guy out there that's, well, you can get them down.
Yeah.
Because they start talking. Like Bank of America, they'll talk to fucking Wells Fargo and be like, well, we got him for, 40.
I tried.
Oh, he wants 80. Nah, you can get him down. Just tell him that you'll give him, 80. Boo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how.
I'm saying you that exact same thing.
You got to set it. But anyway, we got the Korean Coach Cell. The silver-haired co-host of Whitlock's Fearless. The 3 knockdown rule with Mario Lopez. The knower of all things. Steve Kemp joins us on a top.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the blue one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait, did you have the blue one the other day?
No, I had the pink, I think.
So what's wrong? So far, you've had 2. You haven't had the orange. Oh, no, you have had the orange one at my house, huh?
Yeah, this is the nitrogen-infused blueberries and cream.
So you've had all 3. You've had all 3 now. Your favorite Valor, go.
It's like choosing between your favorite kid, It's tough.
It's tough.
Ginger or Marianne. It's one of those things. By the way, great pick-me-up. By the way, I like the fact there's no, post-drink crash. That's one of the things.
You don't have that. Yeah.
Yeah. It picks me up and keeps me up all damn day.
So guys, before I forget, a couple weeks ago, you guys had Mike Lombardi on the show, and he talked about the book. I happened to order it, even though he sent me one. But thanks to Mike, got done with it. Very good book. You'll learn a few things about football, the history. Very interesting thesis he has on how do we grade coaches going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. What should be the actual criteria? And he does a top 100 football players of all time. I don't want to spoil it for you, but I do think this, based on these, we got to start doing separate lists. Who are your favorite quarterbacks, but who are the best football players? Because to me, Coach Smitty, there's a difference.
Yeah,
there is. That's why Lawrence Taylor is the greatest football player to ever walk the earth, in my opinion. Deion Sanders and Bo Jackson are in my top 5 greatest players ever. But then there's quarterbacks, and it's a whole other.
And they're so protected nowadays.
Yeah.
They are so protected. So it's a different ball game.
Yeah.
And look, everyone's a little bit more protected, but quarterbacks today are really, really protected.
Oh, yeah. It's a whole other. Mahomes is not even in my top 20 ever. So, but anyway.
Well, he's halfway through his career.
Steve, that blue one, then you had the orange one. Smitty likes the orange one. The orange one is my least favorite. I think berries is my favorite one, the pinky one, and then this blue one. So, Steve, you've had all 3. Now, the next Palooza, I'm going to make you a drink with it.
Oh boy.
I'll make you a vodka one. I'm going to make you a tequila one. Then I'm going to make you a whiskey one.
Ooh, that'll be September the 6th.
Yeah.
Because in about 5-6 hours, I'll be on my way to Miami.
I'm jealous, man. It's gonna be a hell of a game, man. It's gonna be so fun.
Well, let's get right into brass tacks.
Let's do it, JB. Go ahead.
Because Steve has his top 10 games of the week, and then we'll dive into some NFL stuff. But since you brought up college, we got to get right into college.
Let's do it then. Top 10 games. Let's bring the graphic up right now. It's our brand new segment sponsored by Valor. And we're going to start right here just like this. So, Steve, you're going to have pretty much a minute and a half to kind of talk about why your list is your list for each game. So we're going to do your thing.
Yeah, I'll give us look. We got to go.
Steve, you're on the horn. We have a sound for you, Steve. By the way, we have a sound for you.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So a minute and a half for each little thing. Yeah.
What was that, Bailey? That means you got to move on to game 9.
Well, no, hold on. Okay.
All right, so you're going to start from 10 to go to 1, Steve? How you going to do it?
I'll go 10-9. All right, so we got South Carolina Vautech, Beamer Bowl. That's going to be Sunday afternoon, the game before the main event that night. Interesting game. Now, I want to see if Lenora Sellers can be a more natural thrower of the football. I know they talk about the percentage completion. It's pretty high. But I want to see if he can make in-pocket throws on time. That's going to be the next step of his development. And for Virginia Tech, this is a huge year. Huge year for that coach. Fry. He's got to come up with something. And Chiron Drones, I call him economy Jalen Hurts. He's got to stay healthy. He stays healthy, they have a chance.
Steve, real quick, I make a prediction on this.
Uh-oh.
Beamer's son will be the new head coach there.
Hold on. Don't you think that's a backward step?
No, because it's
from an SEC job to Virginia Tech that's now become a second division ACC club. Really?
Yeah.
You think the family ties override all of this?
Blood is thicker than water, yes.
Even if the job is not as good?
Yes, because I believe what's going to happen is that the ACC is going to crack off and become one thing with the SEC eventually.
Some of the schools, not all.
That's what I'm saying.
All.
They'll be
I
one
don't
of
think
them.
Miami's going to be part of the SEC. I'm hearing Big Ten.
Yeah, that might be fine. That might be right, but I think they're going to create it by geographic location.
Number 9, the battle of the U's, but not the U. I want to see Nico. And Utah, I believe, is going to have a bounce back year. New coordinator, Devin Dampier, great dual threat quarterback. And Kyle Whittingham is a serious football coach. They run a good program, a set of really good, strong tackles. One guy's supposed to be a first-round draft choice. I want to see this new offense. But, Coach, Nico is going to be the most scrutinized player on the West Coast because of all the stuff that went on.
Mm-hmm.
And
how much pressure? So he has a ton of pressure on him, right?
There's no doubt. Look, he asked for a raise and he got a demotion. They have Sun Siri now running that offense. And I don't know. Did he actually go to more talent from Tennessee to UCLA? That could be a divorce where both parties lose. Bottom line.
E-Dub will be there in person. So he'll be at that Utah-UCLA game. He's interested to see both as well. Utah's supposed to be better, Steve, as you alluded to. I think UCLA is going to be better.
I would say
shall see.
UCLA's schedule isn't too hard, though, right?
Yeah.
Up until like the end?
Yeah, well, look, I'll give Deshaun Foster credit. I thought the last 7 games last year, they started to really compete.
Yeah.
They looked terrible the first month, and I thought the last 6-7 weeks, they got markedly better, played a lot of close one-possession games. But offensively, they've got to be markedly improved. All right, so the next game, Syracuse and Tennessee. Let's see what Aguilar has. He basically got traded for Imalieva. And Syracuse lost a lot. And I want to see if Fran Brown, after a great first year leading the Orange, can go out there and build on this. And that quarterback situation, Angeli, can he be as productive as Kyle McCord? I have my doubts. And they also lost Trevor Pena, their best receiver. Tennessee should win this game. They'll probably dominate the crowd out there at Mercedes-Benz. But fiery Fran Brown, I believe in the big picture program direction is very strong with him as long as he's there at Syracuse. And let's see, what if Joey Aguilar comes out slinging and hits a bunch of throws last year that Nico didn't make? What does that say? I think that's a real interesting thing to look at, because if you watch Nico last year, he overthrew a lot of go routes and post patterns that were wide open. So they can talk about, well, you're not preparing us for the NFL. Hey, Nico, hit some routine throws. All right, next game. Bama FSU is starting to get a little tight for me. I'll tell you why. Bama's banged up, guys. Bama is banged up, and now Tim Keenan, their defensive tackle, is out. Jam Miller is out, new quarterback, but I'm a believer in DeBoer. DeBoer did not have a great year. He's okay. Now he's got Ryan Grubb back as his coordinator. I think Ty Simpson runs that offense a little bit better. And, Coach, do you think Norvell's in trouble at FSU if they bomb again?
Oh, yeah.
He's on a hot seat for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely – I think he's gone if they don't – if they're like a 5-win team, I think he's gone.
Coach, if they win 5 games, that would be double and a half their win total from last year.
Which is unbelievable, right? Because, like, Steve, real quick, you judge coaches on their progression year in and year out. That's why I'm interested to see what Dion does in year 3 here at Colorado. You judge coaches by how they're ascending. Like, I don't know if Norvell, that one year you look at it and say, oh, he had that great year that they didn't get in the playoffs. 2
good years out of 5, and the rest have been like 500 or below.
Yeah, the body of work is not shown up to be what it was. Like, I think Memphis was where his niche. He came from Arizona State as a coordinator. He goes to Memphis. That was like his niche. Now he gets to those big boys, and it's a different ballgame, different world. Big fishy, little fish, Steve.
Yeah, and the other thing is, I think Thomas Castellanos will be a better fit with that Gus Malzahn offense than he was with Bill O'Brien. But with that said, there's still some limitations to his game, and Norvell now has 2 new coordinators. Tony White, very respected, came from Bama. If FSU plays it close, I think they're going to be okay. If they get blown out at home, just like what happened last year, I think some of those guys are going to quit. That's exactly what happened after they lost their second game to Boston College. Okay, moving on. Monday night to wrap up Labor Day weekend, TCU goes to Chapel Bill. I don't think much more needs to be said than that, but TCU has a really good quarterback in Josh Hoover. They expect to have a really good offense. Gio Lopez just got named the Carolina quarterback. Yeah. I think the intrigue is this, guys. Yes or no? Is Miss Jordan Hudson going to be on the sideline?
Yes.
Hell yes. She going to be dressed up in all blue boots, all blue, dark blue navy jacket. Her hair's going to be flowing. The nails going to be done. She going to be right now. And she going to have a headpiece on too, talking to the guys in the skybox.
Nah, wow. that ain't gonna happen. If that happens, it's a mockery.
Watch it.
If that happens, I'll quit watching football.
Can't you just watch the game in a luxury box like every other significant other? My God.
Like every other female should.
Right. Yeah. Unless it's like Mark Rick's wife, who was like playing the role of the hydration coordinator. She'd fill up the water bottles and give that was different because she wore like regular training clothes. All right, whatever. But anyway, Monday night, that's going to wrap it up. Then, game that I believe Gus Malzahn needs to win. And this could have an impact on the rest of the season in terms of the momentum. Auburn, guys, goes to Waco. And remember what they said about Waco during the hostage situation with David Koresh? We know what Waco stands for?
What?
We ain't coming out. They better come out with the victory. And I'm just telling you, Baylor has Sawyer Robertson, and they have a very good running back. In the last 5 games, David Ronda saved his job. Now, Cam Arnold. Cam, you can reinvent your career here. But if you don't, Deuce Knight is waiting in the bullpen. Make this happen. But Auburn has a really good set of receivers. Let's see if this offense can function. But, Coach, I have a feeling if they lose this game and they struggle into October, that coach of theirs could be golfing 18 holes every day rest of the year. Seriously. Get his handicap down.
I think he's gone.
Play Pebble Beach, All right, then. Here's a game that I am really looking forward to, and I'll be watching it, and I've told my friends I'm not going out Friday night because I got to watch this game and the one we're talking about.
Is that tonight or tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Georgia Tech visits Boulder.
Game of the weekend.
Coach Prime says, I got a better team this year than last year. And I'm thinking, really?
Yep.
Really? Oh, we shall see.
Yep.
This motherfucker said game of the weekend over Ohio State, Texas.
Running game better, defense better.
The prime sexuality in Smitty is
storylines.
We'll get to that a little later. But the Rambling Wreck, I like this team. I believe Haynes King is the most underrated quarterback in the country. This guy has come a million miles away from the guy that had that Statue of Liberty release at A&M, and I thought he was terrible. I think he's a frontline quarterback now. He stays upright and healthy. This is an ACC sleeper. They shorten the game. They're physical. They play tough, and they're very creative. The Jackets are going to be a tough out. Thankfully, Miami does not play them this year. Now, let's get into the main events. This is like a Don King undercard. Triple main event here. Miami at Notre Dame.
Hold on, let me be clear. I got to stop you.
Yeah,
I stopped the broad yesterday, and she got offended. So,
do you know who I am? You clown. Don't call. Wait, oh, yeah, sorry.
I didn't say clown. All right. Are these your like particular favorite games you want to see, or based on what you think's the best possible game and the outcome of the game?
A little bit of both. Bit of both. Because if it was just purely my list, Miami Notre Dame would be number 1 through 10.
Right. Okay, got you. All right, go.
Yeah. So Miami Notre Dame. I hope it doesn't rain all day. I'm hearing I actually bought a rain poncho that I packed.
Really?
Yeah, it's Miami, South Florida.
Is it a Miami poncho? Is it orange?
No, it's clear. It's an orange out, so I want the orange to show. So, I keep it real. So, all right, not enough said about this game. Number 2, Brian Kelly, Coach Smitty. How much pressure is there on BK to win this game? He's 0 for 3 in openers at LSU.
He got to win this one, JB. He got to, man.
He's not. He's not.
Why is that? Are you a believer in Clemson, Coach? Because I am.
Yeah, and I am. And especially after Clemson got just ran through by Georgia last year to start the season, there's no way that Dabo allows that again. I would expect. If it is, I'll be shocked. So especially with everyone thinking Clemson is going to be as good as they are. Their D-line reminds me of what they were with Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. And I think Woods and Parker.
Yeah, I think they're going to dominate. I'm not a huge believer in Nuss. I know his old man. I like his old man. He's a great coach. The kid, I'm not a believer in like a lot of people.
I'm going to ask y'all which team had the better quarterback, but you didn't answer that question.
Clemson has the best quarterback in the country.
Also, now, hold on. Do you actually like Cade this much, or do you believe it's just a field of mediocrity and he's the best?
A little bit of both, but yeah, that's a good question. A little bit of both, but he is the best, in my opinion, in the country for this field or whatever. Like, I do believe he's the best overall.
Here's the thing about Nuss. Everyone rips Carson Beck for being a turnover machine because he had 12 interceptions, which is too many. I'll admit it. You know how many Nussmeier had last year?
How many?
12. Hello? And then number 1 right off the top. And by the way, good news. Coach, you have YouTube TV, right?
Yeah.
Woo!
Oh, yeah, Fox.
Woo! We got a reprieve because you almost – we're not going to be able to watch this game. Texas, Ohio State.
Wow. So real quick, break that down. So what officially happened with that? So Fox
gave an extension.
It's just an extension, though. We don't know how long. So that's the problem, though. If it's a shitty deal and it ends up being fucking shut down week 5, though, people are going to be pissed. They're going to be dropping YouTube TV.
Smitty, you know what I'll never forget? A couple years ago, the Thursday night opener, the one that everyone was looking forward to, was Florida at Utah. And then a minute before they're about to switch over, where I was at the ESPN, went, bzz, and I'm like checking the cable box, and I'm like, what the? I had no idea they had a carriage dispute where ESPN and I think it was Spectrum.
Oh.
So for the first 2 weeks, it was a huge thing. And it was, and I think that now these networks and cable systems and satellite systems are playing this game of chicken like, hey, football's starting. What are you going to do here? And you know who gets leveraged the most? The fans.
Yep.
But for 1 week, we got a reprieve. And by the way, about that game, call me nuts. I like Ohio State at home.
Really?
I like Arch. Give me Arch.
Well, that's the thing, Smitty.
I'm not a believer in Arch.
That's my point, Coach. I've never seen a player
I gotta see him more
be rated in the top 10 players coming into a season without any production. Now, he could be the number 1 pick in the draft. I get it. And if he is, congratulations.
And Heisman, Hope, all that shit.
He's a Manning, guy. He's a man. It's in his blood.
But he's not the Manning.
But even the Manning that wasn't the Manning still won 2 Super Bowls.
But this Manning didn't come out of the nutsack of that Manning.
Coach, you don't think going to the horseshoe matters?
With the neck injury, though. Do your research.
What, Steve?
Coach, you don't think going to the horseshoe matters?
It matters, but I think the time matters too. And that's why I think there was such an issue with Sark and Day. I think Texas plays better early than Ohio State because of the quarterback situation. Arch is still
they both have inexperienced quarterbacks. Keep this in mind. Ohio State lost a whole NFL squad. They still bring back the two best players in the country, Caleb Get-Downs and Jeremiah Smith.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to get the ball to him, and Texas has legitimate corners. Here's the issue. And even though they lost a good corner, here's the issue I have. Arch at least knows Sark in the system and is acclimated and has been there. This guy and Day is going to struggle, and he always struggles with quarterbacks that are unknown that we don't know that are returning, like Urban Meyer era. We knew who's returning. I think they struggle early, man. I do.
I'll say one thing about Sark. When he's in rhythm, he's the best big game play caller. The game that he called at Alabama in 2023 was unbelievable. Him and Lane, deep shots, and I was like, "Wow!"
Him and Lane are the two best OCs, and obviously they're head coaches. But I'm just talking OC; they're the two best in college football.
So there it is. That's week one, and also Nebraska, Cincinnati tonight. I want to see if Dylan Raiola actually takes that next step with Holgorsen as his coordinator. They think he's going to be much improved. He had a pretty good year. Year 3 of Matt Rule. This is when they make that jump. I know some people have him in the playoffs. We shall see.
Man. Steve Kim's top 10 list, and you did it right on time. We're going to keep getting better. We might lower the time a little bit next time, make it a little harder for you.
Maybe just a minute. And by the way, guys, yesterday's show, very spirited. Very spirited. I'm just going to say this.
Oh, shit.
What I saw yesterday really, to me, proved Kevin Samuels, the Angry Man, and Anton Daniels correct. Shout out to those brothers, and rest in peace to Kevin and Tommy Sotomayor. Got to give Tom. I see their point. Anyway, guys,
I'm confused. What's the point?
You can't talk to certain people. Can't reason with them. Can't talk to them. I need winners, as Mike Singletary would say. And
my daddy once said, anything that bleeds once a month and don't die is a problem.
Here's the problem I have with what she said. And talking about Shaun King. Well, you could see who doesn't like Shador. I have a question. But what if he doesn't? I may have not liked Hitler, but even if he said 2 + 2 is 4, I wouldn't say, oh, no, it's 5. Why? Because you're Hitler. I don't get
what it really is. It's because of me. She already had a negative connotation. Just like, Trump. You don't like Trump, or you don't like Kamala. You don't, whatever. It doesn't matter what they say. You're wrong.
Hold on. Aren't those good things? Anyway, but yeah. So Miss 3 technique, it really doesn't matter who likes anybody. The eye in the sky does not lie. And an NFL quarterback who also coached, let me just tell you, Shaun King is not a great fan of Mario Cristobal. He's told me right to my face.
Yeah.
But you know what I never say? Well, that's because you don't like him.
Yeah, I know shit. And I threw a lob to her because I could have had a much harder question. I just said 3 tech, easy. But
yeah, if you can't even tell me, 3 tech, that's what Warren Sapp played.
But that would have been good.
That would have been like, okay, you know what? You get the
all right, this broad knows a little bit. She's like, at least she knows she's a quickish, but she's not.
Can you explain an overfront against an underfront? Can you explain what's an inverted cover 2? Can you explain?
The problem is, Steve, when I asked that question, it wasn't a question to belittle her. It was a question to see if I can continue the conversation, Smitty. I can't talk to you about football if you don't even know what the fucking technique is that you claim to train.
The other thing she said that was really, I'm not getting emotional. And I'm like, oh, okay. You're nice and calm.
It's a female. Speaking of no female.
This show was insane. Let's keep the show rolling, though, man. I love y'all. Mike Vrabel.
Yes.
Came out speaking against, I guess, 2 of his players, Kendrick Bourne and Marcus Epps, requested to be released, and Vrabel has something to say about it. Check this out.
Yeah, that's news to me. I think that we just, again, try to put the roster together. I guess when it doesn't work out, you you break up with somebody, your girlfriend doesn't want to be with you, and then you say, well, I don't want to be with you either. I'm not going to get into all that.
So was that?
I just said I'm not going to get into it. It was just like, you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to go back and forth here. We're trying to build a roster. You got to move on from some guys. You make connections with guys. You coach them. They earn opportunities. They get more opportunities. They take advantage of them. And that's kind of how these things go.
Smitty, what are you underlying tone there?
I mean, I love it. I mean, he basically saying, like, if you don't want to be here, then get out there. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna coach the guys who want to be here. That's how I said.
He bringing back the Belichick
He's bringing back Vrabel. I'm trying to compare. He's being Vrabel. That's who Vrabel is.
Yeah, Smitty, I'm with you because Belichick would have said, well, you know, if we want to talk football, made our cuts. And,
who coached him?
Who coached who?
Vrabel.
Well, yeah, but he has a different personality than Belichick.
We all different in that way in regard, but I'm just saying you'd be ignorant and blind if you don't adopt some of the things that want you stick.
The DNA is Belichick in the Patriot way, but Belichick wouldn't have even gone that far with the answer. He just would have said, what you got.
Oh, he gave you a much better soundbite right there. No question. Right. Yeah. I like Vrabel.
Look, it's not like the Patriots are losing Irving Fryer and Stanley Morgan here.
Yeah.
Right.
Born identity still needs an identity. He's not that good. He's not that damn good.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying. I don't know. I like it. We'll see. Well, why would they ask that, Smitty, is the question I have. You have a quarterback.
Did they say something, Coach? Like, like, what did they say exactly? Like, oh, this place stinks. We can't play. What exactly brought that about?
To me, you're taking a shot at Drake May because there's no other. I don't see why you got a guy as a rookie that came and everyone was shocked on a shitty team with no offense that how good he performed, and then you're returning thinking, okay, we got a new head coach, a new culture, we got better talent now, and you want to leave. To me, that's why I think Vrabel stood on business and said, hey, sometimes parents want to get rid of their kids. It is what it is. I don't know, Smitty. I think that that's a shot at Drake May, in my opinion. I don't see
I just think to me it went from Jared Mayo to Vrabel. It may have been a culture shock. And one thing about Vrabel, he will toe that line of physicality in camp, it seems to me.
The reason that I think it's a Drake May shot is because these are two basically in the big thick of things as far as wideouts. They're nobodies.
Well, it's one wideout, one safety, just to be clear.
Okay, yeah.
Kendrick Bourne, Marcus F. Yeah.
Bourne's the only one I know. So, like, I'm thinking if you're a wideout and you don't like something's going on because you're not like Justin Jefferson, like where you got demand out there. So why would you want to go? Like, you should just like, hey man, this is a new thing. Let me get in here and figure this out. To me, it's like,
it could be system, how he utilized. Vrabel's a heavy run first guy. Maybe Kendrick Bourne is blocking a lot in practice instead of running routes. And he doesn't like it. I'm brainstorming here, but just knowing who Vrabel is, I can see that being a thing. And Kendrick Bourne's probably trying to get paid and have opportunity to catch the ball, and maybe he's not seeing that there.
Yeah, but
who knows?
Freddie, here's the issue of Kendrick Bourne, who might get picked up. Is he more than a third or fourth receiver on any other team?
Nah,
that's the reality.
I don't think
here's
so.
Here's the other part. Here's the other thing, Smitty. Like
maybe the Panthers or something. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, and they just released Renfro. So
yeah.
I'm trying to figure out if, like, last year though, Steve, we talked about Mayo and their best defensive player. They were having beef. Remember? At a game, he didn't want to come to practice.
The defensive lineman, he's with the Falcons now, right?
Yeah, linebacker's DN walk-up hybrid guy.
How's his name? Having a brain fart. It'll come to us.
He was their best player, I thought. Yeah. But anyway, so I thought Mayo was
Judon?
Yeah.
Matthew Judon.
Judon. So remember they had
big years. He had some big years about 4 or 5 years ago. A Pro Bowl caliber player.
No doubt. Smitty, Steve, Bill Belichick and his girlfriend Jordan Hudson have filed a trademark for the term gold digger.
Woo!
With the intention of using it to create a line of jewelry and keychains. This year, they also filed trademarks for Chapel Bill and the Bellustrator.
I love it. I know.
Smitty, they filed No Days Off.
Yep.
Trail of Salty Tears and the Belichick Way. 5. They've got 6 trademarks out there.
It's clever. I will give him that. It is clever. The other one he should have trademarked is, we're just here to talk football. Right?
It's a longer phrase, but he should, though. Shout out to, hey, this is the benefit of being with a young woman. Because Belichick, prior to this, he wasn't thinking about this stuff right here.
This is Lambo, homie.
You think so?
Yeah.
This
is Lombardi. This broad ain't smart. This broad ain't smart enough to do that.
Oh no, J Hood. I hear she's very intelligent.
Her mom got the money, not her.
I hear she's intelligent though.
She's not intelligent. She got
especially
pussy.
in this space. She's young.
I don't know why we keep jumping. I don't know why we keep jumping over the fact that pussy's undefeated. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Why we keep thinking that they're fucking some genius savants that inherit a situation. Like, stop.
It doesn't take being a genius to come up with some ideas to trademark a couple terms. I just think that she's in the space. She's in of this age group where she understands the name, image, like she understands social media and branding and all that. These are things that Belichick, when he was the Patriots head coach, he didn't give 2 fucks about. But now that he's in the collegiate space, he has a young thing next to him. It's like, hey, babe, let's do things a little differently. Let's build your brand a little bit more. This will help with recruiting, things like that.
I think I want to throw this out there, a little segue. Tony P in the chat, he said I'm a sexist. Any man that calls another man sexist is gay. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Can we get somebody, Bailey? There you go.
I just wanted to let it be known. But anyway, moving on amicably, Steve.
Oh, yeah? Well, yeah, JB, I think you're a misogynist. What's that make me? Hey, come on, bro. I set you up like, oh, God.
Hey, it makes you Asian.
All right, that's better. Bailey, if I'm trying to be John Stockton, you got to be the mailman, bro. You're a little late on the roll.
Don Staley. Speaking of females, Don Staley. I want to get Don Staley said if the Knicks would have offered, she would have took it.
I'm sure she would have. I would have had to do it. Not just for me, it's for women. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, from her perspective, why would she not take it? From her perspective. Again, I know what you're about to say, JB, but I'm saying if I'm Don Staley and the New York Knicks offer me a job, shit, if the Knicks offer me a job, I'm going to go fucking figure it out. I'm going to go learn how to 3-man league figure it out.
I'm not saying she should have said, hell no. I'm not saying that.
Well, that's all.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying.
Can you imagine how miserable the Knicks would have been if this would have happened?
I'm just saying the fact that she got interviewed. That's the part I got a problem.
As if playing for James Dolan wasn't bad enough, then you got to go to that. Okay, I'd be like, yeah, I'm out. Let's go to the CBA.
You don't like Don Staley as a coach, Steve Kim? We're not talking about
no. For men, no.
For men, no way. It is not, Smitty.
She's not a basketball savant?
No.
For women.
Multiple natties.
Smitty.
Played the game.
Smitty, she needs to do what Asian drivers don't. Stay in her lane. Good.
But basketball.
There you go, Bailey. Now that was good. Bailey, we're getting better. Still the preseason till week 1, but that was good.
Basketball is basketball, though. It's the same plays on both sides.
Hey, I couldn't imagine though, like Don Staley is had to take 3 days off because her cycle started.
Stop. But it's not even a thing.
Her cycle started.
Smitty, what is she gonna do when she gets pissed off at a player? Scream at some guy's belly button? I mean, come on.
No. Tibbs is fucking 5'8". What are we talking about?
Still a guy, though. It doesn't matter.
See, yeah, exactly. See,
there is no player that would take that
serious. The Brian Sachs. Like,
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? We became sexist men when we didn't want women to coach men. But back in the day, like, that would have been laughed at. Like, it's just crazy to me that we're sexist.
Coach Smitty.
We're sexist now.
This is what I told Whitlock about 2 years ago about the whole thing about women trying to coach men and NBA players. The most used phrase that would then become a reality on that team is "bish, please." Seriously, no one. Thank you. No one wants that. All the players would say, "Yeah, I can be coached by anybody."
It's unbelievable.
And in the back of their mind, they're saying, "How long is my contract, and how the hell can I escape from New York?" That's the reality. Come on.
It's just so exhausting. Just even defending it is
it's exhausting to even.
Well, Smitty must be the most tired human being in the world. He must have felt like Muhammad Ali in the 14th round against Joe Frazier and the Thriller in Manila. Come on, Smitty. You have to realize these guys. Yes, you know it. He's smiling. Smitty, you gotta get there. Come on.
All I'm saying is this, man. Regardless of what side we believe on, we ain't got to keep talking about shit every fucking day. That's my only thing. JB searches for these topics. He looks high and low, left and right, and tries to find a topic of a woman doing something he don't like to talk about it. Would you? It's not your opinion. Like, it's okay to have an opinion. It's when you constantly find topics of women doing shit that you don't like and you want to talk about it. We always do it.
Would you want a woman to coach you at D-line?
No.
Boom. I just don't get it. I don't get why. You know better. Like, you know it. You gunner. You know. So I don't get why you just keep like simping for.
But it's not something I'm so passionate behind. Where oh my god, what the fuck? A woman's like, you get pissed. Like, you're so worked up, and maybe because you used to coach, so it hit you differently. But like me, it's like, all right, it is what it is. It's fucking 12 coaches in the league. Half of them are working at strength and conditioning. The other half are assistants.
That's
so
a joke.
It's not really doing anything. Big deal. What's the big deal? You're talking like it's full teams of this women head coach from head coach down to fucking. It's not that big of a deal. So that's why I'm not that worried about it.
Smitty, here's another factor that she would have to deal with that all coaches coming from that level to the NBA, and some of them cannot deal with it. She deals generally at least 90% of the time with the talent disparity in her favor, right, at South Carolina?
Yeah.
It ain't like that in the NBA. And to be honest and fair, a lot of men's coaches come up to this level and they're like, oh, God, now it's equal. Or I'm at now I'm getting killed every night.
That's fair. That's a good point.
You know?
The only thing I'm saying is that, so like, I get it's different. A woman coach, I get it. But I think basketball is the one sport, though, where if there were ever going to be like a crossover, that's the one where I could see it happening just because, like, they're literally playing the same sport. I understand the athleticism is completely different, of course, but the sport, the game itself is the same.
It is.
So I can just see you being good at the next level.
But dealing with personalities, it's just I don't see any professional athlete at that level, no matter what they say publicly. I would think their private thoughts are, geez.
Can you take that off, Bailey, real quick? I need to see something.
Yeah, he's gonna do. It's got to be. It can't be what I think. It got to be fake.
What's that?
The name is Clean Paper, though. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't think. Yeah.
No way. That fat pussy's on here. Anyway, moving on.
That what?
Huh? The men that are
actually great, though, Smitty.
The men in the chat, Steve, that we get more and more people to join the show every day, over 2,000 people on YouTube. The men in the chat defending the women and calling me sexist is very alarming. How and I know now why our country's become gay.
If the New York Knicks actually would have made this happen, Anthony Mason, rest in peace to Mace. He would have rolled over in his grave. One of the funniest stories I've ever read, and it was kind of horrifying, but still funny. I read this book called Blood in the Garden about the 90s Knicks, that band of renegades, right? And he didn't like the fact that Don Nelson in that 1 year kept taking him out in the fourth quarter. Mace was so pissed off one day, he goes into Nelson's office and he grabs a sheet of paper and a pen and he writes out a note. And Van Gundy, I think, was an assistant, looked at the note and it said, "You take me out again, I'm going to kill you, you mother." Now, how do you think Don Staley would react to an edict like that? How do you think that would play with the female?
Don's tough. Don from the hood. Don's different. I think Don handle that good.
Okay. Don looks like a boy. Number one. Number two, let's get into brass tacks, Smitty. Your former employer has hired RG3.
So I was replaced with RG3?
Yes.
Oh.
What's your take from that, Smitty? You were replaced by not only him, but by a guy that eats fucking pizzas on camera.
This network is going down is what it sounds like. I'm leaving.
I have a question.
I gotta be careful. I have a question. Money in the way.
guys, a serious one. For his segment, is he going to have that glacier glider woman next to him?
Nobody. It's nobody.
I was like, who are you talking about? I forgot.
Well, his wife. Yeah.
I don't think she's part of the contract at Fox. I don't think.
Shit.
I'd be surprised though.
Shit. She might be, homie.
Would that be some, Steve, if she's like sitting like behind the main desk? Like just,
honey, get in the honey. Our segment's up. Yeah, sit right there.
Eating potato salad.
Wait, what was that song? Remember all the boys in the milkshake or what?
Milkshake brings
she's very queen.
Milkshake bring on to the yard. Yeah,
that's song's about head though. It's about head, by the way.
I mean, she looked like she could suck a dick.
Oh, it's a wife. It's a wife. It's a wife.
So anyway,
it's a wife. It's a wife. Relax.
Well, I just said it looked like she sucked a dick.
I
don't know, but anyway, before Steve gets out of here, I want to get his reaction on your Ravens, Smitty. You have so many teams. It depends. It's crazy.
This is the year.
Oh shit, Steve! Stop.
All-Pro safety Kyle Hamilton, the Baltimore Ravens reached an agreement today. Yesterday, 4-year, $100.4 million extension, the largest for a safety in NFL history. Shout out to Kyle Hamilton. Man, he's a baller, man. Flies around the field, has size. Kid came from Notre Dame, smart, intense. And Steve Kim is right. This is the year they get over the hump. Chiefs Kingdom is going down. Travis Kelce's a shell of himself. He's worried about the next chapter in his life. Just proposed. Mahomes been shaky the last couple of years anyway. Rashee Rice suspended for 6 games. All chaos is breaking loose in Kansas City. So this is the year where the Baltimore Ravens get over the hump and they make it to the big game. I got the Ravens and the Rams in the Super Bowl.
Wait a minute.
Is there a similarity? Does anyone see the similarity that I'm seeing?
What? What similarity?
What similarity?
Show his face. Show his face again.
Well, he's half Korean. He's half Crouching Tiger. Yeah.
He's half brother. He's literally take JB off real quick and put me and Steve on left and right and keep calling like real quick. Make me big if you can. Is it possible? There you
get that.
If you merge me and Steve Kim together, you literally get Kyle Hamilton.
Now, Smitty, to your point about Baltimore, windows close.
Steve, why are we so micro on this?
Well,
that's Marcus Freeman's son.
Whoa! Another half Crouching Tiger. Yeah.
What? Am I really the only one?
Notre Dame.
That's Marcus Freeman's son, homies.
Smitty, I have a question. You're not worried about Matthew Stafford's back? I am.
No.
Why not?
JB got insight though, so JB knows stuff that we don't know. Yeah.
Weddle. Weddle talks to McVay every day. What do you mean?
All right. So he's gonna be okay. Then we're good.
I McVay called JB 2 weeks ago.
We're fine. I talked to Sean McVay 2 weeks ago. I did. True story.
There you go, JB. We're gonna be okay. Stafford, he's gonna be out there week number 1. Don't worry about it.
It's funny that they all got on the phone, Steve. They all got on the phone. Devontae Adams, Puka, Nakua. They all got on the phone and were like, "Oh yeah, that's JV, that motherfucker." And we started talking shit. And then McVay said, "Hey, what would you run?" I said, "Jimmy's and Joe's, not X's and O's. Get those motherfuckers the ball." And they just started laughing and shit. But
hey, guys, before I get out of here, I've been meaning to talk about this. America's Team, starring Jimmy Johnson and that guy that owns the team. Wow. And JB, you're gonna endorse
it. You're at my house when a certain person called live named Pac-Man Jones and said, "Anyone that calls Jerry Jones racist, I'll fuck you up."
He says they're racist.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when Pac-Man Jones says it, waka 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 waka, you take. But let me just say this on a serious note. Anyone that doubts the greatness of Troy Aikman based on stats and his value to that team does not know football. Okay. And anyone that does, well, you just don't like Troy Aikman. Okay. Anyway, but I'm just saying his value to the team, what he meant to the locker room. He's the one guy that Michael Irvin would actually really respect. Mm-hmm. And then people say, well, what about his stats? The numbers are different. It's just the way it was. But if you watch Aikman from 91 to about 95, he's the best intermediate passer I have ever seen.
He is the greatest passer I've ever seen.
Okay.
It's not close. It's not even close.
But the leadership that he brought, and it's clear, Smitty, if you watch, he still does not like what Jerry Jones did the last half of his career. A terrible GM. They missed Jimmy Johnson. And the other story, the Jimmy Johnson story they talked about where he wouldn't feed the players, they only talked about half the story. He was drunk because he was drinking Heineken on ice the whole plane. He would just shake his cup, all right? Because I know someone that was on that flight, and it's been written about. So halfway through the flight, everyone's pissed off, and the plane's going, everyone's hungry. Jimmy in the back hears Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Charles Haley, and I think James Washington were in the back, and they started laughing. You don't laugh on a plane after a loss with old Jimmy Johnson. So Jimmy walks over there, waddles over there, and basically says, there is no laughing on a losing plane. We're not doing that. And they're like, what the? But Jimmy always says, we never lost another game that year. That's coaching.
Steve, here's the issue I have. Like Daniel Capps and these other people that say his O-line kept him clean. You guys don't understand football.
Did they see the hits he was taking?
He has fucking more concussions than any fucking quarterback that ever played the game.
Right,
Number one.
early.
Number two, he was allowed to get hit. When all these pussies you guys look up to now aren't even allowed to get fucking hit. Are you kidding me? You don't even don't. I don't know.
The
Anyway.
shot that Troy Aikman took against Freddie Joe Nunn his rookie year in '89. He steps up into the pocket. He climbed the pocket, okay, and he had to wait for a deep crosser to come over. It was James Dixon. He took one of the most vicious. He was knocked out for 10 minutes on the field. They almost drew a chalk line out at the 38-yard line. It was terrible. They had cones out and everything. And then they blew the game late because Everson Walls blew a coverage, and Everson Walls was talking to a Cardinal. Jimmy Johnson came right over to get your ass off the field. I mean, it was a different era.
I would argue that Troy Aikman's the most underrated QB of all time.
There's no doubt about it. That's not – look.
That's a real argument.
Coach, I've told you this before. Troy Aikman would have been the number one pick in 1989, 99, 2009, 2019, 2059. He's the prototype, 6'3.5", 220. He could actually run about a 4.5. He had a laser arm, leadership, and he's the one guy that everyone said, okay, calm down. And then the fact that Troy, this is the type of guy he was. Michael Irvin begged everyone, don't come to the trial, too much heat on you. I just got to wear my mink coat individually. And the fact that Troy Aikman said, no, you're my teammate, I'm going to be there.
That was real.
Michael Irvin to this day almost gets driven to tears by that.
Yeah.
So Troy Aikman is the only guy that could have really led that team. And when people say Troy's overrated, all I could say is GTFOH.
Only thing I will say, though, is with all that being said, though, Emmitt Smith was the most important piece of that offense, though. And I'll leave it at that.
Well, he was the longest guy. Look, Troy, I believe Emmitt's underrated. I completely disagree with JB. He thinks Emmitt's average. I completely disagree with that, Coach.
But for that team, we saw what happened when he missed those games.
No, there's no doubt. But the only guy that could have quarterbacked them the way to their absolute peak was Troy Aikman. Now, Emmitt Smith, I believe, is actually underrated because when people say, well, he had a great offensive line. Right, but you make it sound like every play he was untouched for 10 yards, Coach. That's not true. Come on, man.
I never said he wasn't a hard worker, hard runner.
Well, you say he's overrated.
Played injured, played through pain, but he's overrated.
All I'm saying, though, is when Troy Aikman got hurt, though, and we saw that in the documentary, who came in and was balling and kept the starting position.
Stevie Merline from Servite High, the pride of Servite High.
Yeah. All I'm saying, the team was still balling, Steve, without Troy. That's all I'm saying. I'm done talking.
Steve, we'll see you on Whitlock, and we'll
I'll see you guys next week.
Good luck at the Miami Notre Dame game.
Go Canes.
Later. From one legend to another, man, we have get to have the privilege of having USC Trojan broadcaster.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys follow him on Twitter at Moore Sports. His name is Jordan Moore, who's covering all things USC, and Jordan Moore joins the show.
Jordan, how you doing?
What's going on, guys? I was just listening to you guys talking, and I have a new take, which is that August is the most boring month of the year, at least for sports fans, because all we got is to sit around and watch documentaries and Hard Knocks and the Cowboys doc, and it's good, but it's time to talk about some fresh football, some new football, and finally we get
you got one of my longtime great friends look going on. You got a little young Sark look going on here.
Oh, I didn't know you and Sark were boys. I mean, yeah, I used to work with Sark back in the day.
Yeah, where at UW or here?
No, at SC. Yeah, no, I've been at USC since 2010. So I was there for all the Sark years.
I'm sure we ran into each other. Yeah, I used to be up there all the time with Pete and everybody else. Long time. Coach Watson I ended up hiring. There was a D-line coach there for a hot minute before he had some issues. I ended up hiring him for me and coached for me in JUCO. So interesting. Love it. Where are we at with USC, man? I'm critical. Being a USC guy growing up, UCLA, USC, both SoCal. Are you guys taking the next turn? Are you over the hump? I know the recruiting thing is big in the class and all that. Are you guys ready to take that next step? Do you think that's the year or what?
Yeah, it's kind of a weird thing, right? Because there's so much, like the whole offseason has had so much optimism, but that's for the next class, so that's not even for kids that are gonna be playing, suiting up on Saturday. So sort of big picture, everyone feels amazing about the program. In terms of this season, I think it's a little bit more unknown. I think I feel pretty good about where the roster's at. I think they'll be as good defensively as we have seen in years. Year 2 of Danton Lynn, they got a lot bigger. I mean, I think that was the biggest lesson that they took from the first year in the Big Ten. They brought in some dudes inside on the defensive line to stop the run. I mean, half the opponents they played last year didn't even have an interest in throwing the forward pass. I mean, we got to the back half of the schedule and it started to become a little bit more of the football that we're used to, but they needed some 300 plus pounders in there to move some bodies around, and they went and got those guys. So I feel pretty good about whether they're at defensively. Offensively is interesting. You always sort of believe in a Lincoln Riley's offense is going to score points. 2 super talented receivers. I think their tailback room is really good. Offensive line is I think we'll see on some of that. Some of those guys are going to get their first real experience coming up here. But I just think it all comes down to the quarterback. At SC, we just sort of take for granted having a superstar quarterback. And maybe they do in Jaden Mayava. He was sort of up and down last year in limited action. He threw, he had a better game against Notre Dame than anyone did last season. So he kind of lit them up in that game. That was sort of a high. But there were also games where, he didn't have a great 2 or 3 quarters, but then he'd play great quarters. So he's got to figure that out. USC sort of always comes down to the quarterback, and they need Mayava to be good if the team's going to be good.
One more thing before Smitty dives in. Rob Ryan, I've known him a long time. Started off in the JUCO world at Hutch JUCO in Kansas. Hasn't coached college in a long, long time. How's that transition been? Because I know Rob and the Ryan family well. That's fire and ice right there with youngsters and that professional mindset that can motherfuck you and get after you. How's that working out?
Character. I mean, people are loving it, man. I mean, right from his opening press conference, he's sort of been an immediate kind of cult hero at USC. I mean, we'll see. I think the linebacker position is going to be huge for this team. There were some depth concerns at that spot, but I mean, I think the guy, that could be really special is Eric Gentry if he could stay healthy. He's just one of these sort of freak athletes, crazy long. I mean, if you were to take him as a coach, you would never put him as an inside linebacker. We just haven't seen a lot of people with that body type play there. Most people would throw him on the edge, and I'm sure that's happened throughout his career. But he can cover so much space. He can cover tight ends. He can really affect the quarterback with his length. So it's like having a basketball player in the middle of your defense. And I think Rob Ryan's taken him immediately. They just got to keep Gentry on the field. Last year he led the team in tackles for loss, and he only played 5 games. So he's an explosive playmaker. That's the good news. The bad news is without him, they struggle.
No doubt.
For sure. Let me ask you this, man. Lincoln Riley, we know like his resume and how great of an offensive mind he is, and good of a coach he is as well. Though, but how much pressure does he have this season to really go out here and win 9-10 games and like go on a run?
I think there's pressure. I mean, it's year 4. I mean, it's it's his team. You know, it's not looking around going, you know, we inherited that, or, you know, so these are his guys. And you know, his first year was fantastic. You know, he wins the Heisman Trophy. I think he exceeded all expectations. They went 11-1 in that first year. So, you know, first year was phenomenal, and, you know, it's sort of gone in reverse order since then. So, you know, I think it needs to start coming back up again. I think there is so much optimism about the future. You just have to feel good enough about where the program is at now that you go, okay, you know, we're in the right hands for the future. So I think if you could just sort of get that arrow point back up, then the just influx of talent that's coming here, you know, then you start really believing that you can, you know, compete for titles.
Nah, no doubt. Your schedule is very hard, it looks like, at least on paper. Are you concerned about that? Is that a thing that you guys discussed there inside the building? Do you see that as like, all right, we
I'm going to ask that, JB.
Yeah, see, last year you lost to the 3 M's, I call it, Michigan, Minnesota, Maryland, and they were all games that I thought they should have won, and they came down to, like, late game situations. Are you concerned about this just because that conference, like you said? I mean,
I am. Yeah.
whole line, right?
Illinois, Michigan, Notre Dame, Nebraska, Oregon,
yeah. I mean,
back to back to back.
The biggest thing for me is they did not fly to a conference road win last year. So they went to Vegas, they beat LSU, and they went to UCLA, which is a drive across town, and they won a road game. But they did not fly to a Big Ten, new spot in the Big Ten and get a win. They lost a bunch of close games, as you detailed. So they got to fix that. You got to win games like at Purdue. That's their first road game, right? Like Purdue had a tough season last year, changed the coach, everything. So, they got to tick boxes like that. They can't lose games like they did last year, Minnesota and Maryland, because there are just like rough road games on that schedule. At Notre Dame and at Oregon, USC has had lots of experience playing at those two places and hasn't won at either since 2011. So it's been a minute since we won those two places. If you don't figure out how to win there, then all of a sudden the ceiling on your season gets capped a little bit, right? Then you got to run the table just to go 10-2. So I'm sure no one's conceding losing to Notre Dame and Oregon, but those are top 10 teams on the road. Not a lot of college football teams win those games. Then you throw in Illinois. If we do believe Illinois is for real and the preseason AP poll does, that's another top 12 road game. Right. So 3 top 12 road games, I can't imagine there's a lot of teams out there. Now, we'll see. Maybe the AP poll is wrong this year and a couple of these teams are overrated. We'll see. Schedules sometimes, we make a lot of, predictions and projections at this time of year that turn out to be silly. And then you guys said Michigan at home, not easy. At Nebraska, brutal place to play. They may not be the program that they were, but they seem to be coming back a little bit. Rule's a good coach. So, yeah, I think that meat of the schedule, you said it, and they're all back-to-back. They do have some bye weeks in there, which really helps because if you were playing, these are all going to be physical games, right? Notre Dame, Michigan, Nebraska, these are physical football games. They do have a couple bye weeks in there that helps, but, man, this team's going to have to be really good on the road to get to a record that fires people up.
Yeah, no doubt. Let me ask you real quick. Like you got Missouri State, right?
Yeah.
Game 1 a couple years ago under a good friend of mine was the head coach, got them trying to turn back around into it, but they're mid-major at the best. Like, is this like a game like when they took scrimmages out years ago and like other team scrimmages and stuff like that? That was like a thing that we used to, kind of evaluate on. Now it's just been practice. Is this a warm-up scenario that you look at, or is this just like, no, they're a real deal team that we got to really beat? We know that's always the mindset of a coach, but as far as like the players and everything, is there a likelihood that these guys aren't really mentally ready for the approach that schedule brings by this first one?
I mean, I do think in the first 2 games we're playing our old buddy Clay Helton in Georgia Southern in week 2. Initially they were supposed to play Ole Miss, but this is where college football has to figure things out because there's just no benefit in having your non-con schedule have Ole Miss and Notre Dame on it. You're just setting yourself up for failure. So USC is always going to have Notre Dame, and so they, the system doesn't necessarily reward it, so they swap it out. And obviously this is a much easier game than playing somebody like Ole Miss. So yeah, I mean Missouri State's they're new to the FBS. I would be shocked if it was a super competitive game on Saturday. I would think that the first 2 are going to be opportunities to sort of, as you said, they're not exhibition games. They matter, they count, but opportunities to play more guys, right? Figure out what you've got, because once you get into that week 3, it's on. There are no layups after that.
Let me ask you one thing real fast. Give us some insight that a lot of folks won't get on any other shows, like the travel. Like I don't think people realize. So from the equipment guys that are in trucks to trainers to yourself and your crews, how hard and daunting has it been to change conferences from being West Coast guys like I am and knowing what the Pac-8 used to be, the Pac-10 and then Pac-12, and knowing that we get to play up and down the West Coast, and now we're going to Maryland and Ohio State, and has it been taxing? And then the kids' academic side, which to me is a mockery, and the NCAA is an absolute joke. They never cared about academics, because if they did, you wouldn't be going to fucking Maryland. Where are you at with that as far as the whole inside operation?
Yeah, I would say I didn't think football was that bad. I also traveled with men's basketball on the voice of the men's basketball team. That was brutal. Men's basketball is brutal. We would disappear to the Midwest for 5-6 days. I spent 4 nights in Lafayette, Indiana, doing nothing. Phrasing in the middle of January. I mean, just a grind. Kids missing whole weeks of class. Like, that's the situation with basketball. Women's basketball, baseball. Some of those sports have a much more difficult. Listen, with football, people don't know. We football team is huge, and all the support staff. We take up a whole, basically United jet. We go out on a Friday morning. The way that the time difference works, you go forward, you basically land at night. You wake up, you play the game whenever it is. The game times are pretty good in the Big Ten. That's one thing that's been an improvement over the Pac-12. We would only have to fly to Arizona State, but we'd play them at 7:45 p.m. kickoff, and so we'd land at home at 2:30 in the morning. But we fly home right after games. So typically, we're home, midnight Saturday night or whatever. So it's not crazy. I don't know that you're there long enough to have the time zone affect you or anything like that. I just think it's a big time conference. Like, it's just a better conference than the Pac-12 was in terms of how much people care. So when you go to Minnesota, you're like, yeah, we're more talented than this team, but this place is packed, and this team has an identity and a coach that they've had for a while, and like that it wasn't easy, and there were certainly some times where you would play a team in the Pac-12 where the building is half full, and it was just like, we go up to Cal and Stanford, and our fans would drive up, and the place would be half USC fans. So you don't really have that anymore. I mean, you were playing true road games in different places, and they haven't even hit the bad weather yet. The league's been pretty good to USC. Like last year and this year, if you look at it, they've been pretty good. There's no like, hey, you're playing at Minnesota in November. As a guy who has to stand on the sideline, that's the first thing I'm looking at is, where am I outside and when? And they've actually been pretty good to USC. So football, I think, has been all right. But the other sports is where they're really wearing it.
No doubt.
From a recruiting standpoint, though, like moving to the Big Ten and traveling and, knowing that you're going to play games at Michigan and Ohio and Indiana, things like that, has actually helped as far as being able to expand on the recruiting side and getting some players from the Midwest who maybe traditionally wouldn't want to come all the way to the West Coast?
I think so. I mean, I think USC's always sort of recruited really well nationally. And I kind of think the world's gotten smaller that way. I mean, there's so many Big Ten schools that even before we were in the Big Ten started really encroaching on the LA area. I mean, you look at, like in Ohio State, these great teams that they've have had LA kids on them. CJ Stroud is our backyard, so particularly with quarterbacks, a lot of people have been coming to Southern California to get their quarterbacks, Bryce Young going to Alabama and, DJ Uiagalelei going to Clemson. So, we've had a lot of that going this way. And I think USC, always tries to go to Texas, tries to go to Florida, tries to go to the Midwest to get, certain positions. I think the way they see it is like you defend your area, you lock down the best players in Southern California, and then you go get first round draft picks in other places. So if you have a connection with a guy. So to your question, I just think playing big time football matters, right? And I do think that's where the SEC started to have a lot of success in Southern California, was the games felt bigger. So if you were Bryce Young and you went to Mater Dei, which is a factory, of obviously of high school football, but a place where typically you would just go straight to USC, like Leinart did, like Barkley did. He's looking on TV and going, is Alabama playing the big games? Is the SEC playing the big games? And now, instead of USC playing, Washington State and Oregon State, they're playing Michigan and they're playing Penn State. And I think that's what the kids see. And the big time football is being played in the Big Ten and the SEC right now. Big Ten's won the last 2 national titles. And so, I think that sort of solves that problem for the program.
The last thing I had for you real quick, what's your take on the whole NCAA? I call them the non-carrying assholes of America. But what's your take on this whole adoption of the more teams in the playoff? Like, to me, more is less. I'm tired of, I like the old way because I thought it was the best 4, and they got it wrong maybe here and there, but it was, for the most part, it was right. And it was less. Less is more to me. Like, that's just what it is competition-wise. Ohio State don't win a natty last year under the old way. They got beat twice. They would never even got in. Where are you at? Now they're talking about expanding even more. I mean, are we going to beat college basketball here in a minute?
Yeah, I would have gone to 8 when they, I always thought 2 and 4 was not enough. My issue is, and I sort of alluded to it earlier, my issue is just the sport lacks a commissioner. And you just can't have, I can't think of another sport in the world where teams get to pick their own schedule.
I know.
It's insane. I mean, it really is. So you can play, like I said, you can have a non-con that has Notre Dame and Ole Miss on it, or you can have 3 wins, and then you have a committee at the end, which had very few times in the history of the committee has chosen a team with more losses over a team with fewer losses, right? So ultimately, if they're just loss counting at the end, what incentive is there to play a difficult schedule? And then we as fans, as people like football, that's the games we want to see. We don't want to see, FCS teams against, Alabama. I mean, that no one wants to watch that game. So to me, there's just such a lack of regulation, standardized schedules, and making, SEC, I guess, is finally caving and playing a 9th conference game. But how could that be that teams to, have different, numbers of conference games? So I would just like to see standardized across the board so that you can get some sense of who are the best 8 teams. I mean, and again, these super conferences hurt because Indiana last year, it was no offense to them. They did everything that they should do. They were a great story, great football team, seemed like they had a great coach, but they literally played the entire back half of the Big Ten. So they didn't play the same schedule as, these other teams that are playing Penn State and Oregon and USC and Ohio State and Michigan. So I guess Michigan was the one team they played. So it's just difficult because it's not standardized. I personally would go to 8. I always thought 8 was the magic number.
I agree.
But I mean, it ain't going down. If it's anything, it's going up. So right now, I'm just I hope they hold the line at 12 because it's going the other way. And then, then you're going to start getting these, what they're talking about, 4 automatic bursts from each conference, and then you're even less incentivized to play tough games because it's okay, if I could just coast my way into the top 4 of the league, I'm good. And that's not what we want.
Smitty, you got anything else? I got
my last thing, man. I'm gonna kind of switch gears here. Caleb Williams, man, what's gonna happen in year 2? That's your guy, USC guy. Year 1 was ups and downs. Will we see a big time upside year for Caleb? What's your prediction?
Yeah, I was impressed. I watched that his first preseason game, the Bears' second preseason game, and he looked completely different. I watched him a ton last year, and it was so indecisive, just holding the ball forever, and ultimately just rolling out and throwing right out of bounds, which, sort of was the rookie way. His offensive line was brutal last year. They put pieces around him, so that there's a lot of sort of no excuses, this year. They have talented pieces around him. They got him at a great tight end. They have an offensive line that they added. But I just think from what I'm hearing, and obviously I don't, what do I know about the Bears, but from what I'm hearing is that Ben Johnson's really coaching him. And I think last year it was hey, number 1 pick came in, they were sort of placating him. We sort of always saw it on Hard Knocks. It didn't seem like he was getting coached that hard. And everything I've heard is that Ben Johnson is on him, and he has an elite, coach now at the offensive side. And I just thought he looked completely different in that first preseason game. That back foot hit, and he fired, and he is has more than enough talent to succeed in that league. You know, we saw that firsthand. Yeah, he can make guys miss. Yeah, he can run around, but yeah, he can fit a ball in. He's got velocity on the ball. I mean, there's just nothing that guy can't do on a football field. So talent's not the issue. It's just got to be the structure around him. And it does seem like the Bears have a much better structure around him this year. And, you know, ultimately be on him to produce and to take to that coaching.
No doubt. Last thing I got for you, because like I said, I'm a traditionalist. I'm an SC guy that I watched during when Carroll took over and they lose to Utah in a bowl game. A couple of my former players were on that Utah team. They got screwed, in my opinion, with the NCAA and the whole everything from the Heisman just being snatched to the wins and everything else. This whole Michigan thing that's just come down the pipe, like to me, is a slap in your guys' face. And everyone's so Michigan's getting nothing's happened to Michigan. Like some money and a couple game suspension for a coach who's also a friend of mine. Like this shit is ridiculous. How quickly we forget what really happened to the Auburns and the USCs of the world. When really, if you look back at it now with NIL, there wouldn't have even been anything. So, like, to me, it's crazy how the perception is out there that this is a huge deal in Michigan, but SC just, nothing happened. Are you guys slighted by that?
I mean, listen, so many people at SC now weren't even around in 2009 and in 2010, so they don't even, they don't even necessarily feel any kind of way about it one way or another. I was. I went to school during that era with Matt and Reggie, and then obviously I was a fan for years, and then I started working at USC in 2010, which was the time the punishment came down, right? So my first 2 seasons working at USC, they couldn't go to a bowl game, and then ultimately got down to like 53 players. Lane Kiffin basically ran out of players in one of those seasons. So. It's just like, what are you going to do at this point? Obviously, every punishment that has come since then has paled in comparison, and so I'm not sitting around going, man, Michigan should get what USC got, because what USC got was not right. It wasn't unfair. It was unfair. It was, at that time they were trying to make a statement and use USC as an example. That obviously didn't take, the sport went completely the other direction. So, I mean, I think we all have seen with the rulings, the hypocrisy, just the complete, lack of fairness. But at this point, for most people, it's ancient history. So much of the history has been rewritten too. As you said, what Bush is accused of, it was all just like NIL stuff. It's not, wasn't paid for play to come to USC or anything like that. But people don't even realize that anymore. They don't even know what the initial accusations were or the penalties. So it was tough. I mean, it set the program back for years. It made the bridge from Pete Carroll to the next era pretty rough. And so it has not been a great 15 years for USC. There have been some moments in there, a nice Rose Bowl. Kiffin did have a great year in 2011 under sanctions. That was a legit team that didn't get to go to a bowl game. And then Lincoln's first year, but it has been up and down, and the program has never really fully recovered to those levels since those penalties.
Are you guys still a blue blood?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I really do. Just again, when you look at like the ability to sign the class that they have coming in next year, the ability if you have the right people in place to all of a sudden sort of turn the fountain back on is just a level that USC has and Alabama has and, Texas has and, Notre Dame has that just not everybody has, right? So that would sort of be my definition of a blue blood. Doesn't mean you're always going to, succeed. When I was growing up, and shoeless kid was Alabama's head coach, they weren't good, but when they got the pieces in place, then they're a blue blood again, right? So I think that's sort of the definition of a blue blood is what your ceiling is. And I don't think there is a ceiling of how good USC can be. It's just a matter of, hey, do you have the pieces in place to maximize it?
No, that's a good explanation. Man, I appreciate you coming on here, Brother Jordan. Make sure you guys follow him on Twitter. And good luck to you guys, man. Can't wait. I might be at the Illinois game, man, in Champaign. So if I see you, I'll say what's up. And thank you again. Maybe we'll have you on again if you can during the season.
Sounds good. Appreciate you guys. Fight on.
All right, brother. Take care.
See ya.
Fight on.
Yeah. Chirp, motherfucker.
Shout out to Jordan. Shout out to Jordan Moore for hopping on here.
Moore.
Giving you some insight on USC football. That's a good explanation as far as the ceiling goes for blue blood.
I actually like that a lot. Yeah, that's a good way of seeing it. Like, how great can you realistically be? That's I never heard of that.
Blue blood. I don't know. Like, Texas is considered a blue blood, but if you look at the history of Texas, they don't have even close to the history of SC. They don't have even close to the history of an Ohio State and Alabama, Georgia. To me, like, a blue blood means you've won prior and you were great for a long, long time. Bear Bryant in Alabama was a blue blood well before Nick Saban, and they continue to be that. I don't know, man. SC's a blue blood, in my opinion, for the history. Texas, to me, is not. That's an argument to be had. Like, I've always said that. There's some other. There's some other, but that's what I'm saying though. Like, this is what you said is the reason.
It's the stadium. It's the money involved. It's the stars that come from there go to the NFL. It's even though they may not win it all, but they go to big. They've been to a lot of big time major bowl games and won a lot of big time major bowl games. And I know it was 1 year, but they upset USC. That year and that game is what made me a fan of college football. So for my childhood, like, Texas is a big deal because that was, for me, you were older. For me, though, that was like a big deal. I was like, oh, shit. Like, Vince Young, seeing him put the rolls in his mouth. Like, so, it just depends. I hear it.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah, I hear you, too.
Manning, back to the Manning thing, because this Manning's not that Manning.
But they're still Mannings.
I get it, but they're not from the ball sack of that Manning.
But they're from the collective ball sack of the Manning.
But then generations change things, as you've seen with Bronny James and LeBron James.
True, but Bronny James still made it to the league.
Because his daddy and nepotism.
Maybe in that scenario. But in this scenario, we have multiple Mannings all making. And even the Manning that you're alluding to that birthed this Manning, they say was arguably the best Manning before he had a neck injury at wideout.
He was. Cooper was a legitimate Manning. So, but he's missed. He's not the one that had the neck issue.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't shoot him out.
Who's the one who shot this one out?
Cooper.
Right.
Yeah. The one that was – that's Peyton.
No. Peyton had neck issue. They both had some shit going on.
Yeah, but I'm saying Peyton.
Neck runs in the Manning's family.
Right. Cooper never got to make it, so we don't know about Cooper. He's a nobody.
Saw it though, like
yeah, he saw it.
My eyes work though. My eyes work.
Yeah.
Like
he's an accountant.
Hit factor.
Yeah, he's an accountant. At the end of the day, Peyton, the one with the net at the creek, he is the real Manning. And then his other Manning brother won 2 Super Bowls and beat the guy, beat the GOAT.
And but hold on. But they daddy, the head Manning, was also a guy.
He was a guy, but he didn't nut this guy out.
He birthed Cooper.
Nah, but he didn't nut this guy out.
He nut Cooper. He nut his daddy out though.
Yeah, but he didn't nut this kid out though.
He nut the man out that nut the man out.
I get it, but we're missing the nut though. We're missing the main nut.
So where's that at, though? That's the question.
The daddy. In summation, the bottom line is this Manning ain't none of the Mannings.
And I disagree. And I think he's going to show that this weekend. I think he's going to listen. Oh, it wasn't had like a little thing. What's that called? A premonition or something like that?
Premonition.
3 touchdowns, 235 passing yards.
That's it?
35 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown, making it 4 total. 22 for 32, decently efficient game, in a win by Texas. That just came to me. I don't know what happened. I don't know what just happened, y'all. That was crazy. That was insane what just happened. It's like I just saw the game.
The biggest issue I have is I want to see, because I haven't seen him enough. I didn't get to see enough. He played 8-man football in high school. So a lot of people questioned going to Texas how he would perform. So we saw flashes and we said, okay,
he looked good too.
The 8-man thing went away for a hot minute. Now he's got all this hype.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm afraid, again, we put him on a pedestal again, like we have Shador and these others. If he's mid to below mid, we're going to go back to 8-man football in high school in the fucking state of Tennessee or Mississippi.
He won't be mid, bro.
I'm just
Have you seen his interviews, bro? Have you seen the confidence he has?
Look, I'm just throwing that out there. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying if it does happen, what they're going to go back to. That's
I should have sent Bailey like some clips and stuff. Like I've seen some of my interviews this season, just his aura, just how he stands when he's talking, his confidence. Somebody asked him about having a target. He said, we ain't got a target on us. He said, we putting a target on everybody else. It's a red dot on everybody we see. Yeah. I said, okay, little Arch. Okay, little Arch. I like to hear stuff like that. Arch be in the hood, homie. I thought he's with his teammates. He was in the hood in New Orleans, posted up like this, smoking, like they just doing their thing, just chilling. He wasn't smoking, but everybody around him, he just vibing out in the hood. Gorky Ninkovsky. He said, hey, JB, the lady yesterday owned you, JB. Also, women can be behind-the-scene workers in sports, even football. I saw this quote. I was hoping you didn't see it, so you didn't react to it, so I'm upset that you saw it. You are negative on everyone, though. It is old. You are negative a lot, and I told you that before. See, he's getting mad. I can see it. He's getting mad.
I'm not mad at all. The defense is just unbelievable. It is unbelievable. Not negative. That's true. See, it's just unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I just don't understand.
It's okay that everybody don't agree with you, JB. It's okay.
Oh, I love that they don't agree with me. I prefer it that way.
But you say it's unbelievable and they're insane and they're gay and it's like why can't I just disagree with you without being any of those names? You know what I mean? Like why can't we just disagree and I'm still a normal good human being? Why I gotta be stupid or dumb or slow or
respectfully
or like he, she, them, they? Why can't it be just disagree and that's it?
Respectfully. I'm gonna put it out there first. Respectfully. I cannot take a comment from a retard.
What?
Gorgon, he's a retard. I can't take
word, bro.
Why?
That's why underdog. That's why
What's that noise?
I don't know what the noise. I legit don't know what that is. I'm not trying to be funny.
You don't need a retard to validate me. Gorgon, respectfully, you can't throw a football, homie. You can't run with a football.
Oh, my God, bro.
I mean, like, seriously, Smitty, are we kidding me?
Stop. See,
We're taking a motherfucker that runs around it.
Gorgon, I'm sorry, bro.
You're gonna tell me, homie, you're gonna fucking tell me, Gorgon, what football is, motherfucker?
JB, this is wrong, bro. Gorgon, I'm sorry, bro.
You're gonna tell me what football is, you fucking bitch? Take your bitch ass back to fucking.
JB, stop walking like JB.
Take your bitch ass back somewhere, motherfucker. Guess what? It is old, so you don't gotta be here, motherfucker. You fucking retard. Take your bitch ass somewhere then. You ain't gotta be on this show, you dumb fuck. It's old. Motherfucker, I don't care about your fucking old shit. I don't give a fuck if you have CP or a mental disability, bitch. You're mental disability, motherfucker. Now take your bitch ass on somewhere.
You being a bully right now, Jason.
Bullshit. He came at you 2 years ago and you got mad at him, homie. Don't forget.
I didn't do that, though.
Don't forget. Don't forget. You did do that.
I didn't walk around like and try to impersonate how he looked and stuff like that because Karma's a motherfucker, homie.
Karma is. Karma is. Karma is.
You fuck around getting a car.
Karma is a motherfucker.
And end up like that.
Karma is a motherfucker. And that motherfucker takes more shots at us than any other motherfucker in the chat. And he's a fucking retard. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck if you got cerebral palsy, motherfucker. Take your motherfucking ass somewhere, bitch. I got cerebral palsy, motherfucker. Give a fuck. What's your thing? It don't give you an excuse. It don't give you an excuse. Because are you retarded or not? Then shut the fuck up. You know what the fuck you're saying, you cerebral palsy ass motherfucker? Stop saying shit then. Tired of these motherfuckers.
This is why some
Use
people-
that as a crutch. I got cerebral palsy. Use it as a crutch. I got a disability. Motherfucker, you know what you're saying, homie?
This is
Sorry,
why some
Dad.
people message me and they say, I don't see how you get along with that guy. I don't see why you work with that guy. I don't see why. Some people have messaged me like random people on Instagram. He's an asshole. And I don't see this example right here is that reason right there. So like, don't be surprised when people like feel the way they do about it, because that right there was uncalled for, Jason. This man has an actual mental disorder and something's wrong with him physically.
It's not a mental disorder.
Well, he got a physical disorder, homie. Whatever happened, whether he's born that way or got in an accident, and you going at that man, that's fucked up. And moving forward, when you do shit like that, this is how I'm going to reply to you when you ask me questions.
Full grown man should know not to harass children. The majority of people that you are being a dick to are children. Get off of here and stop harassing children. I'm a child and you are literally harassing me for no reason because I have a hobby. You have no.
Somebody sent me that and said that was Sabrina.
I didn't know we were going to be talking about that all show today. I would have brought her back on here to defend herself.
That was Sabrina and JV yesterday, Paris said.
Perry, better be careful, Paris, because Sabrina fight, so she'll fight you.
Thank you, Trell. Thank you, Trell. Tell Smitty.
He's not an asshole, though, Smitty. He's being honest. He's smart enough to say what he's saying, right?
Yeah. So why?
I didn't call you to be an asshole. I didn't call. Don't try to say that, Trell.
Why we give Gorgon a pass to say whatever the fuck he wants to say?
I didn't say that. Go at him, but don't go around doing the hands and all that, bro. That's hard.
Why? No, it ain't.
I'm being a bully, homie.
No, it ain't. It ain't being a bully.
Because I went to school with a girl named Paige who had that, and she was mean sometimes, but I understood why she was mean as I got older.
Because they think they're fucking above you. They think they're above you, homie.
No,
they think they're above you.
Her life is fucked up. I get it. Imagine how bad of a mood you would be in if you couldn't fucking walk and couldn't move your hand and couldn't fucking do nothing like that.
I wouldn't talk shit.
Shout out to Zach Walker, man. Zach Walker, he's a realist. He watches the show daily, big supporter of the total show, sends in money when he can, gives honest feedback. He's not biased on the left or the right. He just
Can I be real? Can I be honest too? Can I be real?
Please do.
Who cares? I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. This is 2025. So if a comedian goes out on stage and does a cerebral palsy fucking skit, we all laugh. But when I do it, I'm the fucking devil. Isn't it ironic how that works? Comedians been doing cerebral palsy jokes for fucking 50 years, homie. Now all of a sudden you're all up in arms.
They're saying you ain't a comedian, homie. This ain't no comedy show. You're not on stage. You're not on stage on a joke. You actually going at them like with a serious intensity.
It don't matter.
You mean everything you just said.
It don't matter.
No joke.
It don't matter.
You meant everything you just said, didn't you?
It don't matter. It don't matter, homie. It don't matter. It don't matter.
Do matter.
Remember that video we did with the lady, the retard commercial? RPS or CPS or remember that video I did? I wish I had it. Fuck, I can't think of the name of it.
I'm glad we don't.
What?
I'm glad we don't. I'm glad you can't find anything in the name.
Fuck, it's on my Twitter, but I don't know how to search it.
Christopher Powell, you got 5 minutes to send in a super chat, or I'm gonna take you off as a member.
What's in the video? You know the bitch with the fat pussy that came on earlier?
Okay, yeah. Well, I don't know the bitch. I know the woman, the fake woman picture. Yes.
Well, it's a bitch because it's a dude.
Okay.
See, now it's like a picture of me. I think.
Oh, right, exactly.
Weirdo fucks, man. Gorgon, have you unmembered yet and moved your fucking ass on?
Thank you, Eddie Manyweather, man. Eddie a real one, man.
I just don't understand. I don't understand why you want to talk shit and use your disability as a mental crutch, but then you're here every day. I don't get it. It doesn't add up to me, homie. I don't like a person. I wouldn't be there. Like how quickly we forget when I started the show. I used to bring Gorgon on the show live.
I wasn't on here at that time. That was a different show.
No, but hold on though. But the OGs remember, and so does Gorgon, right?
That was a weak show at the time.
So Gorgon must remember when I used to bring him on live and show him love.
That was a shitty show at the time.
But now all of a sudden, he don't like a take, and now he wants to talk shit. He wants to talk shit in the Discord. He wants to talk shit privately. He wants to talk shit everywhere else. Motherfucker, your disability don't mean shit to me, homie. It means zero shit to me. I looked out for you, motherfucker. How quickly we forget. How quickly we forget. And then guess what? Bitch made cats will take that, the last thing I did, and shoot it out there to cancel you. I'm uncancelable now. So just throwing that out there. All you guys need to realize, I'm not cancelable no more. You can't cancel me no more. So just stop trying. I looked out for your bitch ass. I looked out for your bitch ass, and that's how you repay a motherfucker. Shows your true character, not mine, homie. My true character has been the same motherfucker the whole goddamn time. Let that sink in.
John Spelling said, yeah, that was back in the day. He said that was the best day when the show was great without Smitty. He said the show got worse when I jumped on the show.
No, he's not saying that. He's saying it was great without before you got here. And now you're here and the show's taking off. That's just a fact. So, you know, it is what it is. But,
Shout out to Gorgon for the super chat.
For what?
Super chat. He said money.
He said $5. Don't show that shit. We're not showing.
Nah, boy, hell no. All dollars count, homie.
Fuck all that.
We got 5,100 people here. If 5,100 send $5, then shit will add up, I bet.
If they all did. But he's not all of them.
But he's trying to get the ball rolling. He's trying to inspire everybody to send $5 right now.
You imagine playing cards with that motherfucker? Fuck it.
I'm done reaching out to brands. I'm done reaching out to networks. I'm done reaching out to streaming sites. Because I just came to the realization right there and there. It will never happen. No matter what. It don't, like, the views don't matter. The numbers don't matter. We can get Robert Pierce on here. We can get Shaq, Paul Pierce. We can get everybody. We can get fucking McAfee on here. We can get the owner of brands on here. And they ain't gonna give us no deal. That was the moment right there.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
What's up?
Somebody in the comments earlier said the show will be huge and all that, but it won't get the money. It won't get the brands that you're talking about because of we're too real to an audience. I disagree totally. Cam and Mace are legitimately worse than we are by far.
They not.
So I'm tired of hearing the bullshit. You crazy as hell, homie.
No, they cuss and talk shit and all that.
Bullshit. They go at everybody.
They not going around.
Yes, they are. They do. Yes, they do.
They don't touch. They don't
yes,
do
they
the
do.
Stuff.
Yes, they do, homie.
They don't do the LGBTQ
yes, they
shit.
do, homie.
Those are two categories you got to leave alone.
I'm gonna send you 5 videos today.
Please do.
They talk shit about females every fucking day. They talk shit about gays. They talk shit about fucking everybody. Bullshit. The narrative is bullshit that this show is because you won't get it because you're bullshit. They do get it.
You're also not Cam and Mace. We're also not Cam and Mace.
That's my point again. It ain't about who the fuck. It's about who you are.
Cam and Mace is gonna get a little bit of like a
it's about who you are, though. That's what you're saying, homie. That's what I'm saying.
Of both, because there's people who didn't have names who blew up because of the number. Mr. Beast, for example, he was the quote unquote what you would call a nobody, but at some point numbers talk and he's safe. I'm saying we don't have the name and we not safe. That's 2 red flags.
So wait, what?
We don't have the name and we're dangerous.
Why are we dangerous?
Because we like motherfuckers don't know what we're gonna do.
Both
of us though. Like
I know
you're more dangerous, but I didn't say some shit on here too. I didn't do some whether it was sexual shit, whether it was we didn't talk about all types of shit on here. You didn't sit down on the chair and put your legs out, show how you get your ass ate. Like we do a lot of shit where you don't know where we gonna turn. I don't even know half the time. Like Baylor have a rundown together and we'll go a whole show and I look at it. Like I don't know what's gonna happen. So like as a brand, they're like they want us, but they're so nervous because they're like, fuck, I don't know what they're gonna do. So they're hesitant. So that's why they throw out these
they don't know what Cam. So you think that Underdog gets a fucking updated script from Cam and Mace every day? Fuck no.
But it's Cam and Mace.
Again, see, that's my point. I'm saying
they get a pass to be a little bit crazy. because it's Kevin Mace. We don't get a pass. We got to be perfect, Tony.
I mean, there's fucking pedophiles out here getting money. Stop.
Ooh.
Trust me. Stop.
What you talking about?
You heard what I said. I didn't stutter.
I know, but like, what do you like? That's a rant. That's a. Like,
there's pedos on shows getting money. I don't want to hear that we're too fucking real.
Who a pedo on the show?
So being real means you don't get money, but you could be a fucking pedo and get money.
Who a pedo?
Got it. I got it. Stop, homie.
Who a pedo on the show?
A lot of people on channel that have YouTube channels, homie.
Give me a hint.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But perception's a reality, homie.
Captain Lucky, you got 5 minutes to become a member of your block. And you ain't got to listen to my stupid voice no more. 5 minutes right now, Captain Lucky. You're on the clock.
Who?
Captain Lucky, who's a non-member. When non-members talk shit, I put them on the clock. If a member talk shit, then I talk shit back.
We got some breaking news.
What is it, homie?
The NFL's come out with a rivalry jersey. Have you seen these?
Oh, that's hard. Let me see. Ooh, okay. With the Patriots, the Rams. I don't like how they made it so cartoonish. It's hard to really look at.
I don't like it.
I can't even see them that good. Like, it's hard to even know. I wish they had real players in them so I could actually get a full visual what they look like. These little animations right here kind of makes it a little tough.
I don't like it. Gorgon, I don't like it. I don't like anything.
It's good marketing.
Huh?
I get it. It's just a way to try to make those games bigger. You know, just a little something. It's a uniform. They're
not really like. I don't get the rivalry side of it. I don't get it. What does that mean? Like, why are they rivalry jerseys?
It's like a special edition. It's almost like the NBA when, like, on Christmas Day, they'll wear like a little Christmas style jersey. That's the way I'm looking at it.
But if they're a rivalry jersey, they would have been like the original jersey.
I would say the Bills one look good.
Which one's the Bills one?
Yeah, I don't know which one the Bills. Bottom, the all white. Is that the Bills right here at the bottom? Yep, the all white with the silver.
That look like Oregon.
Yeah, I does. It look clean though.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Well, you never like things.
Huh?
I don't know what you like.
I don't like a lot of stuff.
I know, but that's a miserable life. Like, I don't know what you like in life.
But I do like enough stuff.
But do you?
I'm saying.
You know, women, like when you were younger, you like women. Now it's like whatever. If they're cool or not, whatever. You're indifferent on women. You don't like the jerseys. You don't like motherfucking white moms.
It's like Gorgon though. Like, if you don't like us, then leave. I'm not gonna look at this particular game that has that jersey being played that day. So I'm not gonna bitch about it all online. I'm just gonna say they look shitty. I said it on the show. I'm not a fan, and I'll move on. I'm not gonna fucking sit up here and tell you a whole story about it.
You're gonna avoid watching the game?
Yeah. That particular day. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's like 8 games you're just not gonna watch.
They're not all gonna play the same day.
Regardless, though, it's like 8 games you're just not gonna watch though. So how are we gonna talk about it on the show? Like I said, the Bills like go to fucking double overtime. It's like a legit. Like, we're not gonna talk about it. I just don't understand you sometimes, homie. What?
Gorgon speak types.
Shout out to Valor, man. Nitrogen infused drink right here, man. Go to valorenergy.com, man. Get your drink today. See the logo right here, man. We got shirts made, man. VALR Energy. They are up and coming as your number one energy drink, man. We told you early. Remember Body Armor years ago when Kobe was rocking the towel his last game so that people didn't know who they were. Fast forward, took off. I'm telling you right now, Valor is that drink for the energy representation of energy group. So get it right now, man. ValorEnergy.com, man.
Gorgon can't type, so he has to talk type. What is that called? Talk to text? Oh. Smitty, that motherfucker has the computer like this in front of him. tell JB he is and then it correlates and it changes and it types it out for him. I'm just answering a question, Smitty. I didn't make it up, homie.
Like, I'm not sure how like hell is going to be set up. If it's going to be like sections or rooms or like levels. But it's going to be a section there for certain people there.
Who though?
I don't know. There's certain people going to be there.
Oh, man. I'm just tripping off this video I saw right now.
This is insane, homie. This is what the far right do. Like the far right, like on one side, they try to lead with God and Christianity and what would Jesus do when it's beneficial for them. But then on the flip side, they show who they really are, and then they come out here and they clown mental disability people and call them the R word. Crazy, man.
And then the left, they cut the boys' dicks off, and then they say the same shit. They say, I'm Christian. We already clarified there is no far right. There's only far left.
You said that. That don't mean it's the truth.
There's only a far left, homie.
It's a good JB said something don't mean it's the truth, homie.
But Gorjon's disability has nothing to do with politicals.
It don't at all. It just reminded me that. Yeah. So I alluded to it.
Yeah. Jay Earn, you got to say more than just SMH, LOL.
You don't have to.
SMDA. That's all he ever says, though.
That's what he wants to do. He don't want to type a whole essay in the comments, homie.
He's like,
bring him on. Bring him on right now. Let him talk.
He's another talk to text guy.
Bring him on. He'll talk. Bring him on.
He's another talk to text guy. We've invited those guys on before. We don't get 30.
Jay hopped on before and cuss you out, didn't he?
Nah. Cass, remember he was working and all that. All his excuse, homie. I'm tired of dealing with all that. We don't have time for it. Smitty, I'm break down Cincinnati, Nebraska real quick. Well, that's going to end the show. Right before that, though, I want to get your take on something. Why do these young kids get money and then think that they got to have a baby right away? Why do they do it? Who is advising these youngsters? I am on Patreon tonight with the broad, and we're going to watch Nebraska, Cincinnati. I'm going to start that game around 5:30, and then any game that comes on, I'll do it. We'll watch it. So, back to the thing. Tyreek Hill, more kids and touchdowns, and all these other guys having all these extraordinary amount of kids. I got a buddy that has 16 kids by 16 baby mamas. I grew up with a homie, and I'm the same way with him as I am right now. Why do they do it? Number one, Travis Hunter just had a baby. Now, each his own. Go have your kids all you want and all that shit. But I would be telling them, worry about your league first. Create your legacy first. Then let's go have kids. We got kids already, homie. I just hope that this don't affect Travis Hunter's career. I hope it don't. Because we know how females can get. But anyway, Travis Hunter had a kid. Smitty, what's your take?
Congratulations to Travis Hunter and his wife having a kid. He did it the right way. Married, kid, has his career right in front of him.
No, he didn't get married. He just got married.
I'm glad that he's blocking out all the noise. I'm glad he's blocking out all the noise.
That's what fake far left Christians do, right? Where you just
cut me off right now. You're doing the same thing you did to Sabrina. Can I talk, please?
He wasn't married yet. He wasn't married yet, homie. He wasn't married yet.
Sabrina, can I talk?
He got married 9 months ago.
You asked me to talk. And then I tried to talk, and then you cut me off. So you want me to talk or you don't want me to talk?
Are you saying you got female vibes? Are you got female vibes? Do you got female vibes? You got female vibes?
The difference between me and Sabrina is I know where you live at, homie, and I can put hands on you easily. All right, so
that's not
shout out to them. He had his kid, him and his wife, and I'm glad they're blocking out all the naysayers and all the outsiders who want to make decisions about his relationship. Like, fuck everybody else's opinion. It's your relationship. So what, they think you shouldn't get married or she ain't the right one or she's playing you. At the end of the day, man, it's between y'all two. Y'all are the only ones in your house at home and know what the real dynamic is between your relationship. Now, I'm not here. I don't know if it's going to work. If it ain't, I don't care. It's your relationship. I'm a married man myself. People young OGs tell me, "Oh, you getting married young." I'm gonna do what I want because I'm a grown man. Just like you should do what you want, JB. You say you will never get in a relationship again. You'll never get married. I think it's crazy. Fuck what I think though. You live your life. I don't know what baby status is. Live your life, Bailey. I'm gonna live my life, and Charles gonna live yours, man. So blessed to have a baby, raise that kid up to be a great. I think it's a boy, right? Great young man, a God-fearing man, raised right with the right morals, and do your thing, man, and block out the noise. I love it.
They had a baby. They conceived the baby well before marriage. So your fake Christianity take was horrible. Number one. So you want to rephrase that and go back and retract your statement?
No, I don't.
Because he didn't bust in her post marriage.
I listen. I didn't say he wasn't having sex with her before marriage. I'm just saying he got married. He had the baby. So like, I'm not mad about that.
Now
I'm not mad about that.
now it's changing. Got it. That's what fake Christians do. That's what the left does. So has nothing to do with my point. I asked you a specific question before you cut me off, and I said, "Why do youngsters, babies, have babies?" That's really what it is. A baby having a baby. Coach, JB 22. He's a grown man. He's still a baby in the thick of things. He's a baby, and he's having a baby. And if you don't think that's going to affect his future career, you're wrong. I hope it doesn't. That's what I said before you cut me off, Sabrina.
Are you done, homie? Are you done? You know how many guys have had kids when they're young, homie? I'm actually coasting next to somebody right now who had a fucking kid when he was young. He's had a great fucking career. Great life.
This motherfucker got my daughter in the picture.
Hey, our show down there big because this type of things, these like troll accounts, happens when you're big enough to happen. You know what I mean? So I actually like appreciate him doing this because like
really?
we're big enough.
That's how it works.
Yeah. Like, don't get offended, bro. Like,
I don't know where he found. I don't get offended by anything.
This is like a throwback. Like she was like 12. This is like a throwback too.
No, actually, she's like 25 right there.
Oh, she's like young.
I'm taking her to Vegas like 2 years ago right here. So he had to like really search for this picture.
Yeah, because it's not even like anywhere. Like I don't know where. Probably went to your Facebook.
No,
you know what I'm saying? You know, Facebook,
I don't think I had Facebook on that then.
Yeah, you had to. Facebook is like super OG.
But here's the thing, though. See, everyone comes at me about all this shit. One thing I don't do is I don't bring in your family or any of that shit. That to me is the epitome of bitch. See, when you start bringing in a family, because you know he wouldn't do that in public, right? When he sees me, he ain't saying nothing. We already know the deal.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, to do it from afar, that's the problem. See, that's bitch made. That's the thing about it. See, all the bitches in here that goes and always brings up my daughter. For some reason, they're infatuated with me and mine. But when I start talking about you, not you in specific, I'm talking about them, chat, they get offended. It's crazy how that works. It's almost like, what do you call cringe-worthy. I just got a very interesting text from a very public figure. Really fascinating ongoing conversation about women coaches. Good shit, homie. Hope all is well. We get a lot of people watching it. Like a lot of people watch this show. I'm just telling you right now. So you can say all the brands that don't want us and all that. Eventually, you can't deny it, though. Eventually, you can't deny it because the numbers speak for itself. It'll eventually speak for itself. So I'm gonna prove you wrong and get us a real thing. And then you're gonna say, you damn near changed the way the world moves. That's what you'll be saying in 2 or 3 years. You say, JB, you damn near changed the way everybody. You stood on business on 10 toes and did it your way, and you made it. And you're gonna come back in 2 years and say, damn, JB proved the world wrong.
No, I hope you're right. I mean, I'm on the show with you. I told you from day one. I said, bro, I'm gonna put my all into it. I'm gonna go in and we gonna do it, and I'm gonna believe in the vision. And I said, don't worry about money for now. Let's just build this thing. And it got to a point, and it's just at that point now. Motherfuckers got fired, laid off. And it's been 3 years. So now it's like,
what happened?
What
happened?
Nah, there's been changes over the years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying I'm with you. I was a believer. I remember the first day we linked up, man. We went up, we met at Yard House downtown LA Live, had food, drink, took that picture together, and that was the start of a beautiful thing, homie. I came on the first time just as like a guest.
I was fat.
Fat as fuck. And like we were just kind of just testing it out. Bailey wasn't here, we ain't had Ethan. We had Eric with the wrench, me, you. I think that was it at that very, very moment.
Bailey was down there born.
Bailey, yeah, he was born. He just got born, and then we went to Ethan, and we had Felipe on Twitter, and then we went through so many just variations of the show. I was in another apartment, and it was just so much going on, homie. And then you fast forward to see where we're at today, and it's truly a blessing and a testament of your strength and patience and being able to find ways to produce and grow this show. I helped a little bit as well, and now we're at a really great spot. And now I'm just at a point now where I'm excited to see where we're headed to, but also want money right now too at the same time. So
two things can't be true in that instance, though.
It can be though, because when you look at the numbers and you're comparing to other platforms,
and respectfully, in that instance, it can't be.
But when no, you can have money now and not be the top level money that you will get in the future. Oh my God, you can have money now that's still really good money, but it's still not going to match the worth that you will reach in the next couple of years. I know we'll be number one in about a couple of years or so, but it's going to take time. But that still don't mean that right now we shouldn't be at a point where we're making $100,000 a month, is what I'm trying to say.
Paris thinks the success is because we hired her. She just said right here in the chat.
Shout out to Paris, but we was popping before.
What? Your hat covered you when you said what you said.
Oh, my fault. I got a text. My homegirl JT hit me up. No, but just saying though, Paris. Shout out to Paris though. And shout out to Bailey Arden, but we was popping before.
Love our haters. They are our biggest fans. I just want to throw it out there.
Love our haters. They are biggest fans. Go to strip club. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. Bands will make her dance. Yeah, I love our haters. They are biggest fans. Me and JB and the LBC on the yacht club coming with me. Engine broke twice, but it's still cool. I'm a smart brother. Didn't go to school, but I keep that tool aiming at you. You put up JB crib, he gonna shoot you. Yeah, we got two dogs. Ash and Cali, boy, it's hot as hell up in the valley, but I'm up in Inglewood. What's your brother?
Holy. Perfect way to end it. BPS, man, never fails. BPS never fails. Remember, they said karma about me. That's the thumbnail for tomorrow. Tomorrow's Free Game Friday. We'll be back. Join me tonight on Patreon. Only members only, so there will be no free members allowed. Member up right now on Patreon. And we'll see you tonight in the after hours. Peace.